right here. Members only.
Members only account.
Subscribe.
Got everything we need. The blunts. We're going to Vegas.
No.
Oh no.
State line.
To Prim, my bad. Here we go in the fucking Prim. The Buffalo Bills, right?
Yeah. Wait for moons. Supposed to be right here. See. Snap my finger. And Míralo. What's up, fool? What's up, dog? You ready or what?
Yo, this shit was bad, like bad.
I told you, I don't care how
But
bad.
just like two like porn star status bitches.
No.
Like doing some freaky shit. They want to lick your ass, dog.
No.
They want to lick your gooch.
The what?
Well, they want to lick your gooch.
What the f is a gooch?
You never had them lick your gooch before?
What the f is a gooch?
Your ass.
One time, I don't know if it was this one of the casinos. We did a show about 4 years ago. I think I just bought my drone and I fucking
You didn't fly it in
I flew the drone. I tried to fly it in here, right? This is where I learned. Well, actually, Moons learned. I started the drone and it went up, and then on my phone it says ADI mode. Now, if you ever flown a drone before, you know what ADI mode is. If you don't know what ADI mode is, ADI mode basically is where the drone takes over on its own and you have no control over it. So it could go this way, it could go that way, wherever. So I'm going, damn, finally I got reception back. So I said, let me bring this back. So I told Moons, I go, grab it, fool, because it wasn't coming down. He was taller. So he grabs it, but when you grab a drone, you gotta grab it by its body. Now, he fucking stuck his hand in the propeller.
No.
Got his fucking finger down. I said, man, first and last time ever.
Here, we made it. Sound check, like I said. About to go on stage, do the thing. Waiting for these fools over there gambling. But now it is Latin Legends, Art LeBeau. Shout out to the whole team. Tiger concert. Let's get it, baby.
G in the game, never lost a step. So put your cups in the sky. Salute to the good life, that's for the brown pride. It's like a car show, rolling easy. We're gonna burn, get your son in the Cali.
All right, baby, showtime. We here live at the Prim Valley Resorts. You know what I'm saying? This is the Buffalo Bills Arena. I probably
The Desert Star Arena.
Yeah, I'll be
Desert
messing
Star
shit
Arena
to
at Buffalo Bills, homie. It's going down. Art LeBeau, Latin Legends.
ready? 3, 2, 1.
Feel the rays, sunshine all over my body, and it feels good. It's so surreal. Me and my girls and homies to chill with the shade. That's how we do.
Let it shine, feel the wind blow. Drop top arm hanging out the window. Got my shades on, it's a summer day. Low riding all original.
Hey, what's up, baby girl? Come kick. Run my homeboys, bring your girls if you with it. Top down in the sun, how I'm living. Vibe with the shade, over here we stay winning.
That's that positive. I think the game's missing that type of feel right now.
Yeah. You saw the vibes. We ain't really got to talk about the weekend, but man, you saw the visuals. Shout outs to everybody who came to the Art LeBeau show this week in Latin Legends in Prim, Nevada State Line. Welcome to the Blackout Podcast. Let's get into it. My name's ODM, your host, your daddy's favorite rapper, your mama's favorite DJ. Over to the side of me.
What's up? It's your boy Money Moons, a.k.a. Dinetta Luna. Back on the couch, you know what I'm saying? Gone for a minute, but I'm back. Gotta get this paper, you feel me?
That's right, baby. You know what I'm saying? There's a bag everywhere, and there's enough of it for everybody to go around. You know what I'm saying? Damn, bro, I feel like hold on. We look like twins. We can go this way.
Hey, look, you're wearing a gray shirt. I'm wearing gray shorts. You're wearing black.
You guys are the yin and the yang.
Shit, you don't see my bolas down there. Give me some tape. Anyway, the rest of the crew is in the building, man. But who's hitting switches over there, though, man?
Hey, what the fuck? What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Block Out. We got a good guest today, so I'm for sure excited. It's just all has to do with music, so it should be a dope one.
And your name is Danny Boy for the record. Yeah, you have aliases. Yeah, you don't have as many as she does. She meaning, AKA she, her. So you know what I'm saying? And then she's got her names. Who's rocking over there?
AKA La.
La.
Crystal Perez, AKA CP, AKA La. Blackiana in the house.
That's right. She's in the building. You hear her voice because over next to her is the homie, our guest, man. Man, what do I say about this dude? He's multi-talented. That's all I got to say, man. He's got such a soothing voice, man. We had to get him on the podcast. He's got that soulful R&B feel. He's a writer, producer, man. He might even rap too. Damn it, I don't know. We're about to find out today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give it up for IE's own Eric Tucker.
Hey, what up, man? Oh, appreciate you guys having
Much
me,
love.
man.
Welcome.
Eric Tucker's in the building.
What's cracking, bro?
Everything's going good, man.
Yeah?
It was going up, man. Everything, I last weekend or a couple days ago, I opened up for Frankie J.
Oh, that's right. That's
in
right.
Ontario. So that show was really dope.
Yeah.
Good crowd.
Yeah.
Was loved. The IE was in the building.
That was Ontario, the Toyota Arena, right?
Toyota Arena.
Yeah,
Man,
shout out to the backyard.
man,
Shout out to
was-
Nick Nack.
That was really, really dope, man. That just be able to like throw a show, home. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And have everybody pull up.
You know what I like about performing at home? You're in your bed the same night. We don't get that often.
You don't gotta drive far, fool.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't got to take the trappy out of town.
Yeah, we don't gotta take the trap, yeah.
Because sometimes we be driving. Well, I don't. These are the drivers. I hate driving, man. I tell you, but it'll be 4 hours, 6. This weekend we gotta do 6-hour drive.
Yeah, Porterville.
To Porterville, but I feel you, man. Being home is where it's at, bro. Especially getting that hometown love. You know, what I'm saying?
Hometown love, man, is everything, man.
For
You've
sure.
been rocking for a long time, and your supporters. That's when you know what I mean? Like home, bro. That's your support system. Wherever you go, you just know you got home.
That's
you
right.
Come home, you know what I mean?
And you know how to separate your day ones too. You know who they are who's been rocking with you because you've been doing it for like what, over 10 years now,
Over
right?
10 years for sure, man.
Yeah.
And I started in Riverside too. So I'm from Riverside. I started there.
Hey, represent.
I went to college in Riverside.
Wait, so you was before Jenny 69? Okay, go ahead.
Hey, come on now. Don't start nothing.
No, I'm just stating facts, brother. I'm just a question.
Yeah. I've been rocking. Yeah, I've been rocking. Man, I've been rocking for a long time, bro. And the thing is, like, I think when you've been rocking for so long, you just know who really rocks with you,
right?
Who loves you, who falls off, you just learn with time.
They like leaves, man. It's that whole metaphor. Like trees, you got to stick with your roots because the fleas and the leaves will come and go with the wind. You feel me?
Time can tell. Time can only tell.
Yeah, man. Well, it's good to have you here, brother. Thanks for taking out the time. I know we can't wait to hear your voice, man, and your artistic abilities here. Cause we got a keyboard over there. I know you see it over there, man.
Now.
And we know you know how to handle one of them things.
He was
bro.
like, you just happen to have it there. He's like, hey, you want to just slide over?
It's on too. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get into that, man. But I mean, let's talk about. I really want to talk about the weekend again too. I mean, just we're just gonna shoot the shit, man. Friday we ended up going to Prim, as I mentioned. You saw the visuals. Shout out to everybody. The blockheads in the building, by the way. I see Mr. Campos, In Custody Streetwear representing Q Smooth, Backstage Media. What up, Tech? Tech is in the building.
What up, Tech? That's my guy, man.
Anthony Brito and everybody else. But we set forth. We head out Friday, and we were just kind of chilling, man, there. The first night, I think Moons and I really bonded because we were at the craps tables and the blackjack tables, bro, all fucking night
Coming
long.
up, too, dog.
All weekend.
My dog taught me how to play craps the first time, bro, and he got me hooked, dog.
So you were hitting?
I didn't know how to play craps. I know play street craps, but I don't know how to play, like, betting on the numbers and all that shit. So he was, like, putting me on game, bro, and then he's like, all right, I'm gonna go blackjack. So I stayed there, dog, and I got like on a 24 roll streak. Came up fat.
Come on,
He was just winning, bro. I'd leave. I go to the roulette. I play a couple hands. I like to bounce around. If a table ain't high, you know, you got to get off and go to the next one.
That's OG advice right there. That's the
facts, bro. And because there's sometimes there be some people there, bro, that'll just be at the table. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, bro. Killing the vibe. So I get off. I go and, you know, over here. But he stayed in this place. I'm like, bro, you must be doing good. He's like, man, I'm doing all right. And there were some points I think you were down too, right?
I was down. I was like, damn, I lost it all, and then come back up. Yeah. But I walked away with the free weekend, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
bro, my boy was there in the morning. Like, I went to bed at 4 o'clock.
Well, we were supposed to leave at 9 o'clock in the morning. I text, oh, what's up? Were you ready? No answer. I'm all, fuck it. I told Rick, hey, I'm going to go to the craps table. Went there, gambled, won.
That's right.
I won a few hands, you know, on blackjack, but not as much as this cat. This dude really won, and I'll tell you, one of the main reasons why there was this chinito there, man.
Oh, yeah.
This dude had, like, at one point, like, Saturday night we were there after the concert, and he was on the dice for how long?
43 rolls.
43 rolls.
43 rolls, dog. And I got in when he was like at 19.
Damn.
Just hidden.
So if you know anything about, you know what I'm saying?
Cash money.
Yeah.
If you know anything about
43
craps.
rolls.
Came up, man.
Yeah, bro. That's when you just set all your money down on all the numbers. If you know how to play craps, you know, you can put them on 4, 6, 8, and just let that shit go. Because this guy's hitting every number but 7.
That's what I was about to ask you. Like, is there like...
Put your mic up, bro. So
is there like a... Is there like some like general rules like the 4, 6, 8?
Yeah,
is like where you should.
I think it's preference, you know, whatever. But
because that's what I learned, and I never really learned anything else. So if I go to a craps table, I'm like 4, put the 6 and the 8. And,
that's where the rhymes start coming out. The craps rhymes. It's like 6 and 8 running mates. Yeah. Yo, hit him one more. Backload, Little Joe. You know what I'm saying? Like Ice Cube taught me how to play all the crap shit, man. Like all the other, but it's for real. That's that street craps.
Still alive with the 5. He hitting on the
Yeah. Keep it like you start rhyming, dog. Shit. But yeah, we had a great time doing gambling, and the great part about it is you know the drinks just kept coming because you know in a way they're free. You just tip the little waitresses, whatever. And I almost forgot to gamble because I haven't did it for so long because I would always lose.
I'm surprised you even gambled.
Right.
I've never seen him like the times that I've been on the road with him. Like,
yeah, he knows.
I'm out.
Hey, Obi coming up though, dog. We're in Vegas on Monday. He came up on blackjack. I was like,
there's where it started.
Do you have a loss limit? Because I kind of do this thing where I've left my wallet in the car, and I got like 300 cash or 500, whatever the cash amount
when
is.
When this is gone, it's
gone. When this is gone, I'm leaving. Because I've done it before where you lose it. And that ATM card starts talking to you.
Right.
Hey, get
absolutely.
Another few hundred out.
Yeah. No, you know what? That's a great question. I think for me, it's how fast it goes. It's not how much I got. It's how fast I'm playing and how eager I am to win. And I think have the confidence to go win, but don't like, you know what I'm saying? It's like don't chase that money. Like, all right, come on, man, I have to win it because I don't think that's what. At least for me.
Nah, it's desperation.
Right.
The money don't like that.
They don't. It's some bad juju right there.
Right.
We were just talking about that too, huh?
And when you're up, you gotta know when to walk away too, dog.
Facts. Which is what I did in Vegas last weekend.
Yeah,
you know,
came up fat.
I was like playing the blackjack. I was like, Lord, this is a sign, man. You know. But I just kept going. I said, fuck, we're in Prima. What else we going to do? We're here. Yeah. And there ain't nothing but restaurants and freaking, you know what I'm saying, gambling tables. So I was like, let's just do it. And we ended up like 4 o'clock in the morning on Friday. And we did the show Saturday. Shout outs to everybody. You saw the visuals. Played a little bit later on. We opened up the Art LeBeau show, Latin Legends. That thing was crazy. We actually
I know that went crazy.
Tested a brand new song, too, man. That felt really good. We just did a new song.
How do you feel about testing new songs? Give me what is your thing on this? Is it kind of like, do you read the crowd before you test it? Do you say, you know what, let's just do it at the end, throw it in the middle?
Yeah.
How do you deliver it? What is your thing on representing new songs? Like when you're trying to break it, does it?
I think for this show specifically, I didn't care because we need the video footage. Because when we released Sunsets last year, we made it a point to film it every time we perform, so we'll have a visual for every city.
That's fine.
And when it finally comes out, then there's already it's already pumped. But
that's G. Because it's like the content for the video, music video, whatever content you want to create.
You always got to think digital, man. You always got to think, you know, footage. This is B-roll. Like, this is going to set it up because it's no different than these cats making reels on IG 100%. Of them doing a verse. So it's like, how dope would it be to see us perform it? And then people go, wait a minute, I ain't heard that song. What is this? Yeah. and you take a clip of it. You know what I'm saying?
100. That's what's up, man.
So I just think that there's no, I don't know. We just said let's just fucking do it, bro.
Yeah.
My only problem is knowing my lyrics.
Yeah, because it's so new.
material?
You're like, do
Yeah.
I remember these bars? I just recorded this the other day.
Yo, I'll be forgetting the old ones too.
Suppose reciting like the whole 30 minutes before.
You got to. Is that what you do? Like sometimes on a newer song, or even just to warm up, as they say. You know, artists have musicians play their saxophones. We hear them in the hotel rooms all the time. Like when we play with Tierra and Malo, that whoever bands, you can hear them down the hallway in their hotels. They're just playing. They're warming up.
That's what he was warming up.
And we do the same thing with our raps. You know, we just play the song over, especially on a new song.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Gotta do your reps, even
You
with
gotta do
your
your
raps.
reps, man. You gotta do your reps.
Yeah. But it went all the way live, bro. Was it the crowd? I think it might have been, but nah, bro. I mean, if we I don't know. How do I explain this one, man?
I feel like the song
It just wasn't the crowd, Like,
it
was like the crowd.
No, but they were fucking with it, dog.
Some
'cause
people were fucking with it.
Remember, they were like, yo, you want to hear some new shit we never done before? They all started screaming,
Yeah.
Somebody told me once, I think it was Jesse Duran. Shout out to Jesse Duran. And he's right about this. Sometimes what kills it for artists, especially that have one song, one hit record.
Okay.
Or two, maybe they might have a couple. Us, we got a few under their belt for those that are diehards. I mean, we got a few Billboard charted ones.
Y'all got some ones, man.
Not to brag, but we do. But
you guys got ones. You guys got the ones. Man.
they're still there, the majority there to hear one song.
Got you.
So when you do a new song, I'm like, he was like, you don't want to come on stage and say, all right, man, we're going to perform a new song. And it's like, nah, you're kind of setting yourself up for failure. Anyway, that's kind of way he made it seem. Like, because now you're like, by announcing it, he goes, instead of announcing it, just go right into it.
Just run it.
Don't say shit.
That's what's up.
And let them realize it's a new song.
Yeah.
That's
And by the way, that was our new track. Yeah. So
Right.
back sell it,
Yeah.
maybe.
And
that
then
was the
come
newest
off the
single.
bangers.
Like you did it already. Hey, that was the newest single that just came out. You just and now give a little announcement after.
Right.
Right.
That way they don't turn around, walk away, go get a drink or something. You know what I mean?
Bathroom break.
And then you're just like, what the fuck? You know what I mean?
100%. Because I noticed that when that's what I liked about watching shows is like how do they arrange the show? Because even with just because this is the most recent one when I did with Frankie, he just arranges his show to where he kind of gives you he doesn't wait till the very end to play them all. His hits, he'll kind of sprinkle them in. He's cool, you know what I mean? So that way you kind of stick around.
Yeah.
Right.
You're not dipping. And he's very good sequencing. Almost
Right.
like sequencing an album.
Right.
Whereas when you want to listen to it from top to bottom, it's like how do you play those tracks back to back to where it's lets the listener feel like they're watching a movie and they don't bounce.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not a
Right.
series. It's a whole movie. You got to listen to the whole thing, or the show got to be like a movie. You got to watch my whole show. I don't want you to just slide and come back because you're just waiting for that one song.
Right.
You know what I mean?
It's gotta flow, yeah.
Got to flow. You know what
You're
I mean?
right.
So I feel like that's why I kind of asked that question because I know you probably have experienced it all, so you know how to do it.
Pretty much. I mean, I did radio for a while too, so I used that mentality as far as, structuring, spoking out the head right. Like you don't want to do all your hits back to back to back to back to back and then save the rest for later. The newer songs, obviously, that'd be a buzzkill. But at the same token, you want to save your main one for the end, bro.
100%.
Always. And every artist should probably know that. And if you
100%.
don't do that, because, it's kind of like, nah, I don't want to use
Saving the best for last, though.
Yeah,
100%.
exactly.
100%.
So, I mean, so we try to spoke it out like that. We come out right with a banger. You hit them hard, boom. You know what I'm saying? And then we might do a B side here or there from those, from our earlier days as well. And then we'll slide in a couple skits in there. Skits are very powerful too. Especially with our party crowd. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the oldies be
slapping,
hitting.
dog.
Yes, a couple of
yeah.
skits. Those skits are probably
Yeah.
just perfect timing too. You know what I mean? Just
You ever thought about okay, you do shows, right? So
Yes.
do you ever do because I noticed you have a lot of music, bro, and I encourage you guys to go check this man's music out. Eric Tucker is his YouTube channel without a K. It's ERIC because I think I was the one that made a mistake. Kept putting a K at the end of your name for some reason. I don't know why, but go check his music out. And you have a lot of original songs. When you perform, are you doing covers?
I mix them in there. So pretty much I'm always promoting albums or songs, but I think that's when I was telling you about the structure.
Right.
I've kind of structured it to where I can give them like throwback songs or like nostalgic R&B, or even like maybe throw in a current R&B song.
Right.
Just somewhere in the middle or like right around. I put it in there to where people can like sing along. Cause I feel like it's like when I was saying with the new songs, sometimes if you're performing an original in front of a completely like new crowd, they don't know your original. So it gives me this opportunity to like I'll get them with like original music, cover, original, cover. So now I'm covering like a 45-minute set. Cause sometimes with R&B shows, like I've been doing a lot of like, I'll do like 30 to 45 minute, sometimes an hour set. And then you gotta just keep them engaged. So I've learned that over time.
You got a 45-minute, man, we don't even have
I got a 45-minute
set,
man. Well, you might have come see me play a couple times when I have a full band.
Okay, yeah, that's right.
So a lot of times I'll get booked for full band sets, and they want you to play 2 45-minute sets. So you do a 45-minute set, you take a 15-minute break, and you do a 45-minute set.
See, but I feel like with a band, you can get away with a lot of shit.
What?
Yo, you could say, yo, drummer, man, just play the bass line.
Right.
Yeah.
You passing out solos.
Bringing this over here. Let me introduce my 10-piece band real quick. That takes 5 minutes. Yeah, that's 45 minutes by the end of the show. You know what I'm saying? Hey, like, shit, yo, bartender, give me a drink while the second, he does a solo. You know what I'm saying?
I promise you, I've actually done that before.
You know what I
in
mean?
the middle of the drummer solo,
Yeah.
I promise you, I've hopped off stage, grabbed a drink, hopped
See
back
that
on.
shit?
You know what I mean?
Because you got
Kept the
time to
party
do
going.
that. Like,
Yeah.
they shine in, you giving your band members a chance to shine. And
Yeah.
meanwhile, you get yourself a drink. Us, I think we're just more of just like a powerhouse. We just get in and boom. In 25 minutes, I mean, it goes by quick, but it's just nonstop fucking bangers.
Yes. Do you think that would be like have you ever rapped with a band?
Yes, we have.
Okay.
Bobby and I, before he passed away, we were on tour. We did this. Our last band we played was with shout outs to Rocky Padilla, and they had assembled a band together, and we did this show. We only had like 2 rehearsals, but we send the music ahead of time. You know, they learn the music, right? That's how it works. And then we just kind of pop in with them. We did a couple rehearsals. So they already had been, rehearsing the music. Shout out to Anthony Brito. Thank you, brother, for that. $5 in the super chat. And but it's just such a different vibe, bro. I love it, dog, to be honest with you. This is just so electric.
Because the reason why I said it, cause like your music to me is very soulful with the samples you choose, with the sound. I think that it easily transitions. I think live musicians, band, DJ, it's all gonna hit the same way.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the way that you picked your samples in your music is very like musical.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. And it's got that soulful sound.
Soulful
with the
sound.
band.
Like that's the foundation.
Bro, like I said, there's nothing like having a band. I mean, yeah, you got that 808 kick in your music too that people want to hear, but just having that band is just, I mean, even applying a DJ, you know what I'm saying, with the band.
Oh, yeah.
You ever play with a band before?
Yep,
Crystal?
back to back.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So not really with the band while they're playing.
Not really. Not unless it's like they're outroing.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Got you. Like with my set, I ended up kind of doing this fusion thing where it's like me on keys, a guitarist, a bass player.
What'd you call it? Fusion?
DJ. I call it kind of a fusion.
Fusion, okay.
Fusion thing. So the DJ, I'll have the DJ have my tracks, and then me, guitarist and bass player, we play over the DJ while he's spinning. So it kind of that way you can kind of have that like you said, because if some of the songs that I have need that 808,
right,
you can't get around it without having that 808 in there. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So I think it's kind of cool because then it kind of like skits. You can go crazy with the skits because the DJ can kind of play records in between, and now it kind of brings
play
like
off each other,
new and a old school and a new element together, fusing it together. So that was kind of like a cool
I used to see cats like on YouTube back in the day, and they would do. Maybe that's where I heard fusion. I don't know, but it'd be like the band, the R&B vocalist, and then they'd have the DJ, and it would just be the DJ, like you said, going back and forth. Exactly how you explained it. I thought that shit was dope. I would love to be at a party like that.
Dre Sinatra does that like with the band and the DJ shit.
Does he?
That's
Yeah,
right.
that's just how I saw it live at Rolling Loud. I was like, damn, that's sick. When Ty Dolla $ign performed,
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ty does that.
exactly what you said is exactly what they performed.
Yeah, Ty does that.
I was
man.
like, that's sick.
Cause like Ty will even have like I've seen. Well, have you man? Cause I know you produce. I haven't pulled this off yet, but I've seen people bring like production equipment on stage, like an MPC on stage and playing that. You're playing your MPC.
Who used to do
with
that?
The band.
Well, we've seen Kanye
Quick.
do that. I think Quick does that
Quick
too
does
as
it.
well. I mean,
One time I saw Quick get down at the House of Blues. Bro brought his desktop with his Pro Tools sessions in the desktop connected to the house and was like, I'm about to play. You guys are going to listen to my mixes.
Right.
Basically, like, through the show. He was like, I'm not even going to let
original shit.
for real. Now in this set, because I've seen it on YouTube a couple times, or we'll see it in person. He likes to come on stage and let you know who he's produced, because he doesn't get flowers. He goes, "Bet y'all didn't know I did this." Bam, 50 Cent in the
50
club,
Cent. So
and then
fire.
bam, and like I'm just like, you did that, and it's kind of like I can kind of relate to that because of my production. Like I was never really out there doing that, but now, shit, I might just do the same shit and jack his styles, come out there.
Bro,
Like,
like, you have so many placements that I think, unless you dig, we don't know about.
right?
You got a lot of placements as a producer, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it all started out with, working with Fingers too, man. Shout outs to Fingadelic, and him and I were just kind of, in the same ballpark together, bro. And he helped me out a lot. But him and Bobby Ross Avila, shout outs to Bobby Ross too. Two greats right there, the Inland Empire, and
man, some of the greats,
great
bro.
people to learn from.
Right
Now
on.
you've worked with so many guys. Anthony Brito, by the way, I forgot. He said, shout outs to you. You did a song with Curtis King, I believe.
Yes, I got songs. I got a song with Curtis King, man. So that album was called Raging Waters, and I did.
Whoa.
And I did.
What was that about?
With the album,
It's kind of wet right there.
you have to let him explain that.
Where's the horny? We're horny. It's too late.
But my boy Curtis, man, he's so dope, man.
Get the
raft. What you say?
My boy said, "Get the raft."
Oh my god.
All right.
Get the tube.
See.
Oh, horny. Sorry, Crystal. There's a lady in the room. Respect it. It's all like talking to myself.
I got jokes too, but I'm sparing y'all.
Damn. But he brought that project and he tapped me in, man, for a hook. First time we worked together, we made a bunch of songs. I mean, we've made a lot of songs together over time. But he put that one out, and he actually just dropped one today that I'm on.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he just dropped one today. Man,
Curtis King, we
Shout
had
out
him
to
here
Curtis,
a few weeks ago, bro, and he's such amazing what he's done with his, not just music and now his digital platform and stuff, and he's really showing the artists
that's
some
my
things.
guy, man. That's my guy. Like, it's kind of cool with the IE. It's like we have our community of people that we all like. We know each other because we've like that grind.
Right.
We've been doing it for 10 years and we've been watching each other and we've been working together and we've been supporting each other and showing up for one another and getting on each other's albums. And I think that to me is like maybe before I got into music, I don't know if that was always there in the IE, but I definitely felt it was there in my generation with my guys and all of our guys and you helping us out. Like there's always been that support, because how you get you get stories about the industry, right? The industry stories, but it's like my industry stories are people that I run into have helped me, man. And they're good, and they're good people. Well, now I haven't worked with everybody and the whole thing, but the ones that I've run into, it's been love. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
I think maybe if you put that good energy out, you get it in return,
I want to take it back to, because everybody obviously has a background. So, I mean, and I don't know this about you, so it's perfect time. None of us do. Where were your beginnings at, man? You grew up, were you born here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. So I was born in Anaheim.
Okay. Shout out to OC.
So OC, I lived there till I was like maybe 5 or something.
Yeah.
And then I moved to, shout out to Hunt Park. That's in Riverside.
Hunt Park, right by the station.
Shout out to Hunt Park.
Right. It's Central Riverside. Like
is that the one with the train around it?
It's Central Riverside.
Is it Hunt or Hunter?
Hunt Park. It's the one with the skating stuff too.
Oh, shit.
Hunt Park is over there. I'm going to shout out my neighborhood. Hunt Park is over like California and Jackson.
Oh, okay.
Over there in like Central Riverside.
Yeah.
So I grew up
by the Dairy Queen. Right?
by the Dairy Queen.
Yeah.
I used to walk to that one, man.
That's
With my
right.
brother and my neighborhood friends. We used to walk there all the time.
Yeah.
That's where I grew up, man. I grew up right there at Hunt Park. I mean, shout out to all the park and rec. I played every park and rec sport.
Yeah.
I had to play for Hunt Park.
What's your game? What's your game? What's your sport?
I played flag football. I played basketball. I played baseball. Like, you know how like the park and rec, they always had like every sport. So my dad ended up coaching the basketball team for the Hunt Park League. So I ended up kind of focusing on basketball.
So that was your sport?
And that kind of like, you know how when you play everything when you're little and then you focus on one?
What's your favorite?
So that's what ended up being my sport, like all the way from like 10 years old, maybe all the way through high school.
Or was it something that, like, were you good at all of it and that just happened to be your favorite? Or was it that was the sport that you was good at and you
so
just
you liked
followed
it
it?
the
You know what I'm
most,
saying?
I think I was, oh man, I think I was pretty good at everything because when I played football, I got to play running back. And I remember like wanting to take that into high school. But the thing about it is when I remember trying every sport, but just really loving basketball. So like my dad would like see me outside at 6 a.m. before school would start, and I'd be out there shooting in the front yard. So he was kind of like, okay, if that's the one you like, then we can like, I guess like double down on that, you know. So I would play like. When I got older, I'd play in like travel teams. So then you would travel to Portland.
Right.
You would travel to Vegas. And this is all kind of stuff that's outside of your high school. You know, when you had, before you get to your varsity sports team.
I hear about travel leagues all the time. How much money it be costing.
Oh, man.
Every weekend's gone. Say bye to your weekends.
Bro, every weekend, bro, you're playing.
But it's like a vacation,
It's like
mini
a
vacation.
I bet you, now that I think about it, I'm like, I might put my kid in travel league because they play in Vegas. So you get
there you go. Daddy, can I go to the jacuzzi? Yeah, man, I'm gonna be over here gambling in the hotel.
That's good. And like mini vacation, right?
That's right.
Yeah, man. So that was my sport. That's where I grew up, and then I ended up going to.
What was your position?
Point guard.
Hello, I already knew that.
Point guard, man. I played point guard.
Was you quick, dog? You had to be quick.
I'm pretty quick, man. The thing is, I would say, when I hit 5'9", like my freshman year of high school, and I just never grew. I never got any taller.
Oh, okay. I thought he was about to tell me, damn. Then I got 6 feet, 6'2".
No, bro. I was like, I hit 5'8". You know how like when you're like 14, you're just like, hey, no, you still got time to grow.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, I just 5'8", 5'9". That was it.
Was you doing You know what? These kids. I remember I used to play at LA Fitness, man. Back in the day, of La Sierra, there was a LA Fitness there, La Sierra Magnolia, right? Mm-hmm. And me and Slow Pain, rest in peace, we used to go there and ball. And there was this kid, man, from high school, from La Sierra. That's where I went, and that's kind of how we got along. He would walk up with those, they were like shells on your shoes, and they would help you jump, or they would strengthen your legs, or
I know
something.
exactly
They look like
what
big
those
ass.
were.
They look like
Shells?
something. Yeah.
Okay, it was like, you know how
Yeezy would come out with or something. I don't know.
It's like those shape
I
shoes
know
type
it.
You
shit.
strap them.
Yeah, you strap them on, and is it really like it's like a platform on
Yes,
the front,
and it's
then
like
it kind of
rubbery.
makes you like walk to where you're constantly doing calf raises, basically.
Yup.
So you're just
That part,
walking, but
yup.
you're doing calf raises every time you walk, every time you jump, and then but I don't know if those work. I don't know if they did. I never used them.
I just thought they looked funny, man.
Sounds like a high heel.
I was like, look at this little motherfucker coming in here with what the hell are you wearing, dog?
I remember walking around wearing these like ankle weights because I thought if I just walked with ankle weights on, it would help me. Like
A lot of kids did that
it would
too,
make me
you right.
faster,
Right.
my legs.
Did it work?
I felt like I was pretty fast.
Yeah,
'cause
okay.
I ran track.
Believe that.
That's resistance. That'll work, yeah.
If it felt like it worked, you know.
Well, what's up, man? Let's go out. After this, go outside. We'll do a little, 40-yard dash.
What's your? That's it. Hey, I was like, I was secretly. I still hold the records at my high school and track and field. I see you.
You know what I'm saying?
You one of those. You be holding out. You're like, I just did a little this and that.
Don't let the yanta fool you, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, next thing you know, I go to the front. Got all matching headband and gear.
You got a suit on?
with the track and field shoes.
I'm looking like homie Will
you wanna
Ferrell.
race?
Will Ferrell. What's that movie?
The soccer dad.
Semi-pro, old school, semi-pro.
Old school. Yeah.
That's.
I don't know. One of them
Semi-pro.
Will Ferrell movies. Semi-pro, yeah, or some shit. I don't know. Yeah.
Got the Olympic warm up somewhere stashed away.
Oh shit, dude.
Sick ass fool.
Short
Nah,
shorts.
we used to ball up, man. I need to fire. We got a court out here. I'm trying to get out
Hey,
there with
me
my
and this fool
son.
went one time to LA Fitness. He's like, hey, man, let's go play some hoops.
Yeah.
We're like, all right, let's fucking get it, dog.
We wanted to lose weight, right?
Yeah. Like, let's go play some hoops. Went to LA Fitness right here. Lasted one day, fool.
Ended up losing our
Hey,
mind instead of weight. You
I
know
was
what I mean?
sore as fuck the next day. I'm like, damn, fool, I'm fucking sore.
Hey,
We
bro,
were dying.
the older you get, bro.
I already know. How many games did you get in?
Dude, we only played till 11, dog.
We only
you guys
played like
played-
maybe 2 games or some shit.
Did we? I thought we only played one game till 11.
It was
but took us
half
forever.
court, bro.
Oh, half court game. You gotta start somewhere, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. But it's just,
Haven't
you
went
know,
back since.
I was breathing. I felt like I was coughing up a lung, man. I was like, I don't even smoke. My shit just felt like it was gonna come up, bro. Like
Did you have a sport of choice growing up? Like, what did you have?
baseball.
One? Okay.
I played baseball and basketball, bro, and I was pretty good, decent at both, but I think better at baseball out of the two.
Right on, man.
So that's what I enjoyed. Really, really enjoyed it.
That's what's up, man. I was trying to. Did you? Are you pushing your family or your kids towards
Yeah,
a sport yet?
My son, my little girl, she's too young. My older, that's just not her thing. But my son, yeah, he's 8 years old. Elijah, he's pretty much, and I'm not saying this, he's pretty good at what he's very coordinated. To say that.
That's what's up.
And so you throw him on a soccer field, he does well. You throw him on a basketball. Although he hasn't played basketball yet, I'm trying to get him to play ball.
Yeah, yeah.
Baseball is his shit right now, though.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
I think it's a good. I think you just learn a lot through sports. More so, I mean, learning like camaraderie, learning how to like take a loss.
Yeah.
Man, I don't think I couldn't really take losses growing up when I was a kid.
Did they give out participation trophies
No,
when you were there?
no. But see,
Talk about it.
bro. I remember losing and like really like being mad, like being upset. And it's like you got to learn, man. You got to learn how to like take a L and keep going.
Who taught you that? Your dad?
My dad, man.
That's right.
I think my dad definitely
Wise
taught
words.
me that, bro, for sure. You gotta take an L, keep going. Don't crash out.
But what are your
Crash
thoughts
and
on
don't lose.
participation trophies, though? Because that's a touchy subject. You know what I mean, with some parents.
But see, when I don't remember ever getting those when
No,
I
that's
was
the
playing.
new wave.
That must be the new wave.
Right.
Yeah.
I never got it in either. I only
Yeah,
kept
you
the
know?
first place trophies and threw the other ones away.
I thought it was first, second. I thought it was being.
Talk about shit, man. If I ain't first, I don't want nothing.
Nah, why you want to be number 2 or 3? I want to be number 1, dog.
You know what? He says that because your dad was really hard on you,
Yeah,
right? Your dad coached,
we
too.
were competitive, dog.
okay.
Talk
Gotcha.
about it, man.
Yeah, we were
Gotcha.
competitive, man. I played baseball my whole life too, all the way through high school,
Right on,
and
man.
I only kept the first place trophies.
That's
My sister played travel ball. She got a scholarship to Connecticut.
got you.
My brother played football.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. I think that's like a way, like I think that's low key like a parenting secret though. It's like if you get them in sports, it's
Yeah.
kind of a way to like keep them into something and keep them focused,
Right.
man. So I like that, man.
Now, how was your dad as a coach? Because Moons, he used to get whooped if he dropped 2 balls.
okay? All right.
No, my dad was he was tough on us, bro. He like
He
you
was telling
missed
me.
the ball, he hit it 10 times harder,
Yeah.
like that, dog. He was one of those coaches.
Hit him harder, yeah.
Discipline.
Oh, you tired? You tired? 5 more laps.
Yeah.
You know what? One thing I remember my dad saying that coaching me, he was saying that he wanted to make sure that he didn't ever like play favorites because everyone's gonna know, hey, that's the coach's son.
Sure.
But he was like, I think when you're the coach's son, I think it's natural for them to be harder on you, so the other kids don't look like it's favoritism.
Yep.
And I don't think it should. I think you should. And I think especially in basketball, when you play point guard, they kind of consider that position like the second coach, the on the court coach. So I think it's kind of like you're expected to be the leader. You're expected to be first like when you're running laps. The point guard is expected to be first. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So there's like these like things I feel like he just kind of instilled in me like during those times where it's like, hey, lead. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lead by example.
You're the first one with the ball.
If you
Yep.
start whining and complaining and crying, that's just your team's gonna follow that. So I was like, man, that's kind of like the things that I remember from what my dad was teaching me. Because after I got to a certain age, he kind of handed me off to another like a travel team. So he didn't stay with me all the time. He wasn't like a Floyd Mayweather pop or something where you just stay coaching them all the way.
Yeah.
He kind of just was like, I'm just kind of like being right here for these years, and then I want you to kind of go
Basics, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Formatics.
Which I think I'm gonna do for my kids.
As you should. Where'd you go to school? I know you mentioned Riverside, huh? But what high school?
So I ended up going to high school. Shout out Arlington High School.
Hey,
Woo, that,
what's
yep.
up?
It's my alma mater too.
Hey, let's go. We in here, man. So I went to Arlington High School, and I think dang, and at Arlington though, I remember.
Who else has said they went? Do you know how many? Or who else was on that said they went to Arlington?
I don't know.
Was that Curtis or no?
Nah.
Somebody said they danced around, but anyway, it'll come to me.
Yeah, because Arlington was kind of like in my was like my district, my neighborhood.
Along
Yeah.
with Hunt Park and all that good
Hunt
stuff.
Park.
Yep.
Do you remember Hunt Park?
Yeah.
Is that where you used to hang out or what?
No, not really, but I just knew they had a lot of cool shit there. So.
She was like, I'm from Casablanca, fool. We come on, Park.
I know, huh? I am low-key.
Oh yeah,
Low-key, high key now,
Hey,
sorry.
no, that Casablanca was in our district too. So I remember meeting up with a lot of people from Casablanca. They're all good people,
Yeah.
man. All cool people.
That's
Yeah,
right.
man.
What's up, fool? Pass the ball. I said, pass the ball. No, I'm fucking with you. Shout out to CB, man.
Yeah, man. No, I feel like you know how what they say, you get a pass.
Yeah.
You get a pass, you know what I'm saying? If you know people down there. They used to have a record of Casablanca, and they had like all these fireworks going up. And I was like, bro,
Yo.
how come the police ain't coming down here? Now
They used to do fireworks at Arlington?
They still do. They still
Hey,
do.
Like from the neighborhoods?
They
In
were
the
doing
neighborhoods.
daytime fireworks today.
And I'm like, hey, how come?
Shit.
And I asked the homie, I was like, how come the police don't come here? He's like, they don't come over here. And I was like, I'm not even going to ask nothing else. I'll just leave it at that.
Growing up, okay, so what's your ethnicity?
So my ethnicity, my mom is Japanese.
Okay.
My mom is from Okinawa, Japan.
That explains the jersey.
That explains the jersey. And then my dad's African American.
Okay.
So I'm black and Japanese mix.
Was that? No, I was gonna say, was that how'd they meet?
Yes. Okay. So whenever you hear a story of anybody that's black and Asian mix,
I'm gonna let you say.
99% is military.
That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna let you say.
Yeah,
I wasn't sure,
It's the
but
military because my dad
Interesting.
was in the Navy.
okay, for
You
sure.
know? So my dad was in the Navy, but he ended up in San Diego, and then my mom ended up in San Diego because she moved here to go to college because she already had some.
So she was
family.
already over here.
Yeah, so she came here when she was 18.
He didn't like, one of them. You hear, hey, bring him over here.
Yo,
this way.
yeah, she was already over here. So it was just timing. I think my dad was, I don't know if it's Pendleton. I don't remember the bases in San Diego, but he was down there, and my mom came out here for school. And then she left, went back to Japan for 2 years, and my pops, like, probably like a romantic story, low key. My pops, like, kept in touch with her and was like, you got to come back. So then she came back 2 years later, and they got married, and that's how the story goes.
That's what's up. Are you only child or?
I got a younger brother too.
Okay.
Younger brother. I got an older sister, but she lives in Houston on my dad's side, but she lives in Houston.
Okay. Are they singers too as well, or?
My brother is a musician, man. My brother's a musician. He's a creative guy. He has his own podcast. He films. He went to school. He studied.
Shout
film.
him out, man. What's his podcast?
Shout out my brother's podcast, man. His podcast called Geek Off the Street, where they review anything geek culture, anime, movies, new music.
That's right up the monsters alley, right here.
I'm gonna tap you guys in, bro.
Nerdy folk. Tap
That'd be
in.
dope to jump on a Zoom or something, collab.
Yeah, that would be fire, man.
Yeah.
Yes, bro.
Well, he's in Houston, right?
No, my sister's in Houston. My brother's out here. My brother's
there you
based in
go.
Riverside too.
For
So
sure.
you guys gotta check out his studio.
that
Geek
one right
Off
there?
the Street. That's the one.
It is.
Yeah, that's the one. Shout out my brother, man.
Aw, that's what's
So my
up.
brother, that's his co-host, Mark with the dreads, and then my brother is right there next to him, man. They got.
Okay.
So they got. Yeah, man. That's
Gots.
that's
That's tight.
so all
That's catchy.
like, me and my brother are really creative, man. We're both creatives. He plays multiple instruments like me.
Dope.
But he kind of went towards the art, man. He or the film side of things for his art expression. And I went to, when I was always like singing and I kind of floated into the production side.
Yeah.
Like building my own studio and trying to like learn how to make beats and learn how to mix and kind of doing that thing where you like build your first studio in your mom and dad's house and your mom and dad are wondering what you're doing up there.
Yeah.
All day. You're like,
sure.
what is he up there doing? He's
Now,
just
did they
making
support
noise.
that when they, was y'all banging on drums or what were you guys doing? Just bumping music?
Shout out my dad, man. My mom and dad are cool because my mom and dad were like cool with having like the drum set and a full band in the garage practicing. they were cool with me upstairs with my studio making beats and recording in my closet and probably making some crazy music and through the night too.
What was your first drum machine?
What
was your first piece of equipment?
My first piece of equipment was probably this thing called the Inbox 2.
I've heard of the Inbox.
Which is back then when you bought Pro Tools, you couldn't use any third-party interfaces or mixing boards. You had to only use the Pro Tools interface.
Okay.
Meaning, like, you know how they had like Focusrite and they got all these different ones like that you can plug, you can run through.
I had a Focusrite compressor, I think. Yeah.
But back when you first buy like Pro Tools back then, you can only use Pro Tools interfaces. So they had this thing called Inbox 2, which is where your mic goes into and your speakers go into. So my first piece of equipment was just tracking my voice literally over like instrumentals I could try to steal or download.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to
Oh, you're one of those, huh?
How to figure out how to make exactly, bro.
You're part of that era.
No.
See what you started? Now look at this
I
shit.
wasn't selling it or nothing, though. That was just me practicing. I was trying to practice before. And then
go down LimeWire and shit.
And then my first piece of like beat making equipment was an analog keyboard called the Roland Phantom like X7. So it was a keyboard that you have that has a drum machine attached to it with all the sounds in there.
Dope.
And like you push this one button and it goes to this mixing page where you can pretty much make beats within the keyboard. You can do these like
That's
8
so
bar
dope.
loops. And then I had Pro Tools. So what I was just trying to figure it out, like how do I take the beats that I'm making on this separate piano and copy and paste them over to Pro Tools. So then I would just connect the keyboard, like they had those 2 XLRs that come out the back. I would connect those 2 into the interface, which was the mixer, and I would just let them run for like 3 minutes until
you made that shit work.
It made it happen until it worked, man. I just made it work, man. My first demos were made that way.
Damn.
That's so dope. That's so dope, man. I remember those. I mean, when you graduate, bro? I'm trying to figure out.
So I graduated from Arlington in 04.
Okay.
2004 was my graduation year.
Okay. So you about what, 36,
37? 37.
Okay. All
37.
Right. I'm trying to like put myself in at that time, you know what I mean? Trying to relate to some of that equipment is what I'm saying. Like
I feel like that like time, but I didn't really get into making music until like 2006 or 7 and 8 that time. So I feel like it was completely digital, like Pro Tools.
It was already
FL, Fruity
digital.
I think
digital performer. I think that's what Fingers uses. Yeah,
I think everything was transitioning to that because I was getting invited to different studios. I've been to Finger Studio.
Do you remember Cubase?
I remember Cubase. I seen people work on Cubase, and I was
I hated that. Because I didn't want to switch. You know, I was that dude that was comfortable and like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But the technology was moving, and I didn't like it because I'm from the days of analog.
So so if you could break your setup real quick, like how was your setup? If you could break it up, like break it down. How was your setup? Like what was it?
So when I bought my equipment and it was a U, picture a horseshoe.
Okay.
And I sat in the middle of it.
Gotcha.
So I had access just like this, right? So over to the left of me was my ADATs.
Gotcha.
I had ADATs. I had 3 of them. 8, 6. I had 24 tracks on the ADAT. So the cassettes, those like VHS tapes, you put them in.
Right.
And they was digital. That was my first piece of digital going from analog to digital, right?
Okay.
So then in front of me, I had my board. It was an analog board.
Got you. Okay.
It was a Behringer.
Yep, I know that.
Kind of like if you either had a Mackie or you had a Behringer.
Okay.
And the Behringer was like, the only difference was just the knobs. The Behringer was yellow knobs and you had the Mackie that was red. And then over to like, if I'm doing this clockwise, like 2 o'clock was my MPC 60, the Roger Lynn, the very first MPC 60.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
That I had, and then underneath that was sitting on top of my outboard gear, which you probably saw and didn't even realize it when you ended up shooting your video at my studio, which we'll get into.
I just talked about that.
All my equipment was right there.
And it was like those racks.
They were rack mounts. That's what they were. So I had the Nord lead on top. I remember like it was yesterday. Nord lead, and then I had the Roland. It was a Roland JV 1080 or something. That JV 1080. And then I had the Planet Fat. It was just I just sent this to Tech the other day too. It was just a rack mount and just came with all these different sounds and stuff. Picture like a drum kit, you know, but in a rack, you know, and that's what you had.
Like these are now those like racks, those that analog gear now.
Yeah.
Currently is like software that you can just buy a software piece and just load it in.
There's where I had an epiphany, man, too, because like. It was surprising because I had went over a couple of years later to one of the homies' house, and this dude just pulled out some files on his computer, and he had like drum kits from like Jermaine Dupri, and then he had a Timbaland folder. I go, what the fuck is this? He goes, bro, I'm using Fruity Loops. Man, this is the new era. You better get with it, ODM. I was like, what the shit? I go, that sounds kind of dope, but I'm like, I just wasn't in the phase anymore. I was already doing radio.
Because man, tell me, I feel like this might I know we're kind of getting in like we're like doing like nerding out on a producer thing, but I mean what I loved about it is honestly I like when you would make a song and it would sound terrible, and then you would have to go back and just do everything in your power to make, instead of just saying, oh, forget that, and then like moving on and making something else. It's like, I'm gonna do everything in my power to make this song sound good, because sometimes I would do this in the beginning of my career where I would have like, shout out to like, no, you already shout out to my age group. We would burn our stuff onto a CD. Right. And we were still in the demo era.
For real.
Where you're handing out stuff to A&Rs and you're taking label meetings and you're doing that.
Yeah.
And they would give you these like really harsh critiques. Yeah. Hey, bro, your mix sucks. Your mix sounds terrible. I can't hear your vocal over the beat. Your beat isn't sounding, it's sounding distorted, or it's sounding muffled, and it's just sounding crap. Like, and then when you're the one making the music, you kind of like in 1 second you're kind of like taking it to heart and kind of getting feelings hurt.
Yeah.
But then if you have that bug in you, that producer that wanting to do it,
and it depends who's telling you too, their credibility.
Exactly.
If it's somebody that ain't even deserving,
don't know shit.
100%.
What you know about, like, you know, but
like going back to what I was telling you about, like having good people in the game, like that's how I learned how to mix. I didn't get to go to school. I would get to go to like these A&R meetings, and those A&R meetings would introduce me to different producers, different engineers, and I would get to sit and watch people mix records and sit and like watch people make beats, and they'll put you up on different. Hey, have you ever heard of Ableton? Have you ever heard of Logic?
And
then now you're downloading it, and then now you have a mentor in a sense. And like I know that like a lot of producers have mentors, and I feel like I've had a lot of different mentors.
We all need them.
Yep.
That kind of eventually.
I came in the game, like I said, Fingers, man. He showed me a whole lot. You know, like I said, Bobby Ross Avila, and then 23 years I just got in radio and I just let it go. And you know, I cooked up a studio in my pad, you know, in Riverside out there. And shout out to Tech. He basically, you know, first it was my boy Pablo. Shout out to Pablo. That was my right-hand man, you know, when I first started producing. Yeah. And then, you know, Tech came and he said, look, bro, he goes, I'm producing. I go, man, use my studio, bro. I'm not really using it, but go ahead. I mean, bring it, you know, just keep the lights on or whatever, you know. So, you know, he did that. But a lot of these cats have taught me. I mean, you can always learn from some, and you can never stop learning. And 23 years later, man, I'm back in it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm learning all the new shit. And shout outs to Sab, did it. Like, that's been my ride, dude. You know, right now. You know Sab?
Oh, I know Sab. Yeah, producer, engineer.
Yeah,
I know him.
Dude's a beast. And, you know, he was explaining to me how he learned from, he had his guy in L.A. So it's just kind of like, you know, each one teach one, bro.
100%.
And I think it's just so dope because it's important. It's really going to improve the quality of your sound.
And sometimes you got to learn the hard way, though, man. But sometimes you get thrown, like, this might be more of a sport.
What's the hard way, though? YouTube University?
No, the hard way is this. Shout out, I didn't really know how to use Pro Tools. I didn't really know how to do it.
Yeah.
But I was kind of trying to get in. So I would just be like, hey, I know how to engineer. Didn't really know how to. And then I had the basics of it. But then it's like, we ain't got to drop the names or anything. But it was a pretty decent artist that came through. And I pretty much on the fly had to figure it out in action. Like, they're like, hey, comp this. Hey, copy and paste that real quick. And I'm just like,
sink or swim.
And I'm just like figuring it out.
Right.
Sweating on the inside, dying. Cause I'm like, how do I? because you.
This was an artist or producer?
No, I'm engineering.
You're
I'm
engineering.
engineering an artist that's already known.
Okay, got you.
I'm trying to get in the game, so I'm just
right.
like telling people I engineer to get myself in when I just kind of had like basic.
Okay, but you can't just bring the
Tools.
story up and not give us who it was, bro. Come on. The
Well,
hell?
Okay, the story is okay. Shout out Maya.
Maya?
Maya. Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun,
Maya.
dun.
I kind
Bro,
of.
I would have wasted studio time on purpose for her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, we 5 hours in it. She only got one verse done.
I was like, I felt like I was okay at it, but I just did my thing, and she was like, "Oh, it's tight, man. You're good." And it was a good.
So you work with Maya?
I engineered her I engineered her one time. Just running the Pro Tools session.
How dope was that?
Fire, man. I got to watch her how she stacks her vocals,
Her vocal arrangement,
how
I
she
was
does her
gonna say.
harmonies. You kind of get to see like how professionals do it, man.
Yeah.
How hit makers do it. You know?
You work with a lot of artists now, and because of you run a studio as well, which we'll get into. But before I forget this question, because it's been on my mind, what'd you pick up first, playing or singing?
Oh, that's a good question, man. Singing. So now we're gonna go. If I gotta go far, now I'm going down memory lane.
Because I know where you got your soul from. Now,
Yeah.
and your dad, Pops, right? I mean,
Always playing like old school music.
Yeah.
Always showing me like, hey, now he's like, now this is a real singer. This is a good.
This is not sing right here.
And it's like you playing like apparently like a more. It's like I'm like a little kid, or like a young kid listening to like Sam Cooke all the way through from top to bottom, or like
Damn.
Marvin Gaye albums, or like he'll bring out like the Righteous Brothers, the Delphonics, all the old school stuff, man, like stylistics, and it's like I'm just listening to these albums all the way from top to bottom, and I felt like I might have been like a weird kid because I liked that music.
and where was your dad from? You said
My dad was in the military. He's from so because my grandfather was in the military.
Yeah.
So my dad was a military kid. So my dad was born in Minnesota, but he lived in Philadelphia.
So he jumped around.
He lived in
too,
Kansas
then.
City because my grandfather.
Got it. Okay,
my
go
dad.
on.
So yeah, my dad was, and then I felt like my neighborhood in Hunt Park, like we kind of had a cool like party neighborhood. So we're listening to like I just remember in the 90s it being like just like being in these backyard parties, and we're listening to like Bobby Brown,
Mm-hmm.
Soul for Real,
Yes, sir.
Shaka Khan. Like it's just like
Ooh.
just part music to dance to
Yeah.
and party to, and you just partying like and it's like hey, you probably done this before. You're the kid, you're like 12 years old, but your parents are partying.
Yeah.
But you're just vibing and you're partying in that environment, and you're learning the music, and you're seeing how a DJ like gets down and how you keep a party going, and it's like you do that a lot, and you kind of like soak up all of that in there. But that's from the music side of it. But as far as singing, I remember being in like the 6th grade, and a teacher asking me to join the choir, and I remember like that's kind of was me like getting into singing was choir. And then shout out my pops again, man, because I don't even know why he had this, but he was like, he had this saxophone in the garage and he never played. So how I learned how to read music was my dad, the school that I went to, they offered like this, I don't know if they have music programs like that anymore, but the school that I went to, they offered this like after school or during the school like music program where like 7 or 8 kids get to be in the band. And that's like the 5th and 6th grade. So I'm playing the saxophone, learning how to read music. And so like these, like that's kind of as far back as I can go as far as like remembering like how I learned music. Like why was music put into my life, my heart? Because my mom's not a musician and my dad's not a musician. But I think my dad might have just been like
kind of pushing to see if you'd like it.
Because he it was like a random saxophone in the garage. He was like, hey, a buddy of mine, a jazz musician, gave me this and I want to give it to you.
Oh, okay.
And
Little
then
planting a seed right there.
Yeah,
like,
facts.
now I'm walking around looking like an old school, like Coltrane, John Colt, like walking around school in the 6th grade, the only kid walking around with a saxophone.
Yeah.
You know, say, hey, I got to go to saxophone practice, y'all. Like, you know what I mean?
That's
And
what's up.
that was a cool time. And then fast forward into like 7th, 8th grade, I remember like being in choir. And this was my first experience on stage, was my teacher made me sing a solo in front of the whole school. So this is like a debut, like first time standing, holding a mic.
So when
by
she's
myself.
she or he, I don't know, asking you to do a solo, that says something.
I think, so, man, that
That's
might have
like-
been her like letting me know. I think you got something.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Potential spotted.
Yeah, you got some potential.
For sure.
Like,
That's your
I don't
first
know if I don't know how good I was, but it's maybe she was just saying, hey, I think you got something. So she made me practice with her.
This was middle school?
It's middle school.
Okay.
So, man, my mom has to find this. I know she might have it on camera. So I remember it like I get on stage and I'm in this. It's a Christmas song because they're doing a special like junior high Christmas concert. So I got to get out there and it's my first time performing. And I just like opening note, I start singing. And then like I just hear screaming, girls,
No.
school.
What?
And I was like,
Was you rocking the braids back then?
No,
too? What?
I didn't have the braids back then. But I just
man.
remember it be like it was so fast and I was
Yeah.
nervous. But I just still remember
You
that.
liked it though, huh?
I liked
It's
it.
instant
Hell
feedback
yeah.
I'll
right
tell you,
there.
so it was like it was like this is what I want to do.
It was like the next day, hey Eric, can I carry your sax?
Yeah.
You need help with that sax? You sexy motherfucker.
Everybody bringing him tea the next day.
Right?
Damn.
Heard your voice.
Yeah.
Or you know what though? But after that, then it's that. Then it's like then it becomes like a brand. Now it's like people walk up to you and be like, hey, can you sing something?
Right.
And then now I'm drawing a crowd in the school. Now it's almost like
That's where it starts.
that's just where it starts. Now it's kind of like now I'm like, oh, Eric Tucker, the singer. It's like now it becomes like a
Yep.
trademark or something.
Right.
All the way through high school.
It's the same shit. Like when I was rapping at the lunch benches, it was the same thing. We get our crowds going, and everybody knew every Friday there's gonna be a new battle. You know,
Come on.
Lil R. That's when I went out. That time was battling so and so, and the next week it'd be so
Lil
and so.
R.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you guys were doing 106 in Park type stuff before it was even on
Yeah.
TV.
Thing
Y'all
thing.
y'all was the real.
The battle started at high school, always, bro.
What's dope about that is that you guys won over your peers at the same time. Because, like, you know, if they weren't feeling it, you wouldn't hear those screams. You wouldn't have people coming up to you like, sing something. You know what I mean?
wouldn't
like,
keep going.
Yeah.
It's like these
It's
almost
a
like these
confidence
little wins,
booster,
Little
yeah.
confidence booster. It
Yeah.
keeps you going.
Especially, man, with just your peers, they don't have to.
your peers, you know, they let to bust your balls,
Yeah.
whether
Yeah.
you're good or not.
And I don't think. Did you ever have any like haters? Like, you know what I mean? Back then.
You know what? Like maybe like not direct.
Like I'm
Maybe-
trying to remember if
maybe-
I don't
like
think
passive
I
aggressive
did.
haters.
Yeah,
maybe
like
indirect on the side. Like I'm tired of hearing this singing, dude. But they never said it to me. It'd just be like,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I'm tired of hearing, or, you know, maybe something like that. But I don't remember ever being like having like any direct hate or beef.
What
like,
about the
during
ladies
song.
situation in high school, man? What did they like cling to you after that? You know what I mean?
I think it was kind of like bro, it was like a little cheat code though.
Ooh.
His little cheat code is like, oh, that's Eric Tucker that can sing. So now it's kind of like,
Right.
you're kind of like
You got a calling card.
a calling card. Yeah, exactly. So it's like anybody that would like, it felt like people knew me before I would even meet them. So it's almost like you kind of had this little
cheat card. I
little
like how you
cheat
put
code.
that.
So it's
I
like
cheat code.
whoever
yeah.
you would want to talk to, you know, he was kind of like, oh, I already know who you are, bro.
It was like being a jock in school, right?
Kind of like
Like
a
they
job.
know who you are. Like, girl, you saw how many points I put up last week. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Can I wear your Letterman?
The captain of the team or
Jersey
whatever.
around school.
I feel you, man.
That's over there wearing the jersey around school and shit.
Yeah. I mean, I
Everybody
can
know.
relate, bro. Like same thing, man.
Yeah.
I got zero pussy, man, in high school, man. Until I had one or two. I had my girlfriend. But the minute
Puppy love.
as soon as I came to school with a record, oh
Yeah,
man,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like,
It was
When's
up,
your
bro.
next video? When's your
Oh my
concert? You
God.
know
It
what's
was
up?
Damn, they'll come flocking.
Yeah.
But that just comes with the territory.
Yeah, man. And I think it was kind of just like almost like it's a cool thing, though, just a cool thing to be able to do. Because even at that time, it wasn't like I'm singing around the school and I'm like, I'm about to be famous or
Yeah.
I'm tapping into the industry.
Oh, that was me. That was my
or
biggest
doing
issue.
Anything
Yeah.
like that. I wasn't doing any of that. I was like really just singing and kind of just being a high school kid, having fun.
Right.
Just chilling. I wasn't like, can't wait to, I wasn't thinking of it like, let me be a high school star, a child
Yeah.
star in the music business. I almost probably didn't even really have any aspirations like that because I didn't really see it past just singing for fun.
Yeah.
I didn't see like how to get a deal or anything like that until college.
Okay.
You know.
All
what I
right.
mean?
Well, bring
So-
us up to college, and what kind of stuff did you? What are you doing at this time? You playing sports? What are you doing besides going to school?
Bro, so man, shout out, bro. You actually, I don't even know if you remember this though. But you was one of our first cosigns. So in college, this is when I like another calling
Dials
card.
Mavis?
Dials Mavis. So another brand that I remember starting is like I moved out of my parents' house my freshman year of college. I have my own apartment. So now our apartment becomes the recording studio.
Nice.
So I have this little, and when I say studio, it's very
DIY.
I'm talking about DIY. Like I'm talking about like no more than like $500 worth of equipment when I was working my part-time job, and I'm like trying to like start it up. But I'm definitely milking it. I'm going around the school. Hey, you want to come to the studio? I'm a producer. You know,
That's right. That's what you should,
you want to
dog.
come to the, and then sometimes people would show up and be like, this is the studio, and then they would bounce. But some people would get it because they would see like
Right, the vision.
the vision and the potential, you know.
Yeah.
So shout out to my boys, Dials Mavis. We're a 3-man group. We rap and we sing and we all produced. So we all had like this music background. Like my boy could play keys and rap. My other homie can play bass and rap. Then I was playing keys and singing. So we just kind of like just became roommates and created our first demo off of that like little equipment that I had in the apartment.
Yo, that's the formula.
How'd you come up
right
with the name? I know it's Miles Davis,
It's
but
Flip.
Dials Mavis.
So like I think Dials Mavis was because we were a band and we had like our music sounded like jazzy R&B, but we all rapped. You know what I'm saying? We all rapped, so it's kind of like we wanted to just be like a jazzy thing, but with the flip, and the flip is hip hop. So that's kind of we flipped the name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Makes
Miles
sense.
Davis was like to me is like the greatest jazz musician of all time, but we weren't really jazz musicians. We were hip hop R&B artists, but we had that like R&B jazz tone in our music.
Right.
So our first music video that we put out was a song called Butterflies, which was like a jazzy R&B song, bro. I don't even think you called me. I don't even think you said anything. You were just like, I just looked up one day on YouTube and you're like, yo, shout out to a group, Dials Mavis out of the IE. This is their first video called Butterflies on the Voice of the IE. Just, bro, I don't even know how I remember we knew each other, but you just never even hit me. You just was like, yo, this is just love. You just promoted the song just off love, man. Just I appreciate that so much.
For sure.
Man.
I think that's our job to be, being radio is kind of be like a scout for the up and coming talent. And I was also building a brand with the Voice of the IE on and off radio and, the YouTube channel mainly. And I had a segment, which you're talking about, is called Individuals, ND with IE.
Yes.
And every week we would we showcase a new video, someone from the Inland Empire. And you just happen to be one of them, bro.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
So, dang, man, that was a great time because we were all learning how to record. We were learning how to make beats mix. We were learning how to make just a song and how to write. But we were literally out there. I'm talking about, I would say I broke my laptop burning thousands of CDs with just like 3 songs on it.
Yeah.
And then just handing it out to anybody. In Ontario Mills, we handed out at the whole school at UC Riverside. And then a cool highlight, it got to the point where we were handing out that CD to everyone at UCR to the point where Miguel, the R&B artist, was coming into town and he was stopping through UCR. And it was
You said stomping?
Stomping.
Oh, okay.
He was stomping.
If you remember, you remember.
But I said stop it. But he was performing at UCR, and Dials Mavis was like the first choice of opener.
That's dope.
Like, we had built like a cool buzz
That's
to where
gotta be rewarding.
everyone was like, "Hey, this is the guys that need to open up for him."
Yeah.
So we opened up for Miguel, very early, and we learned how to. And we had our band, and we learned how to like do our first sound check, our first in-ears.
Yeah.
We didn't know nothing about nothing when it came to that.
Yeah.
But because before that, it was almost like, bro, just turn the stereo on and have the beats playing, and we're gonna stand in front of this speaker and rap and sing to whoever's walking by on campus.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? It was that type of grind. It's like, I know I'm making it sound like really old school, but I feel like we just had that.
Nah, you didn't know any better,
we didn't
bro.
know what else to do. We weren't even like, we might have had a MySpace page and we were doing the same things that everyone else was doing, but just what we felt was like, you can't make it unless you stand on this corner and rap for people. Like, you can't make it unless I'm standing here singing live to every person that walks by.
That's
You know
right.
what I'm saying? It was that type of like energy, you know.
Man, you said the UCR shows. I remember those. Man,
At the barn.
At the barn.
Dang, he said the barn.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit's like that. Shout outs to Geek Off the Street. He's in the super chat right now.
Oh yeah, that's my brother, man. Shout out.
What's up,
Appreciate
Big
you tuning in.
Keeping it real up in here too. Aisha Cox said, "Okay, pops," with the old school music.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, that's my sister, man. That's my sister-in-law.
Okay,
That's my
what's up.
sister-in-law. So family's in the building, man. That's what I'm talking about. Support for real. Like people are in here, man.
So what's up? What happened with Dials Mavis? You guys just decided
Well,
break
okay.
it up or
We got time. We got time.
course.
Okay, we'll keep it going.
We want to know the goods.
Take a chug real quick.
Yeah. Okay. Well, with Dials Mavis, that we've had really good highlights. So one of our highlights in them demo days, our demos got better over time. You know, those 3 songs maybe turned to 7, 8, like good songs that we would hand out to everybody. So this is a cool story. We would go to Hollywood Boulevard, everywhere we could go to just hand out CDs. Disneyland, we didn't care, and I'm not lying, man. It was thousands of CDs. Half of them probably ended up in the gutter or in the street. But I would write my phone number on every single one, handwritten, like my personal number. So I was in class at UCR. I get a call, and it's like, "Hey, this is so and so from Interscope Records. Is this Eric Tucker?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, it doesn't work like this. Y'all, this is like spam. This is somebody playing with me because I had my number. Because I would get calls because my number was on there.
Yeah.
So it would be people calling and fooling around.
Yeah.
Too. You know what I'm saying?
Right, sure.
Pranking. You know what I'm saying? I just got your CD, blah, blah, blah. It's like prank
Trolling,
calls, trolling.
yeah.
But this dude was like, "Yo, I'm from Interscope." And bro's like, where are you located? And I was like, "We're all the way in Riverside." He's like, "Oh, well, I'm in Beverly Hills," or blah, blah. "I'm driving to you."
Wow.
So, dude, and he was like,
you know, it's real when motherfuckers say, "I'm gonna drive to you."
In Riverside.
And I think it was
Shit.
also another play too, because he was like, "Well, I'm driving to Palm Springs anyway to golf, so I'm passing through the IE or whatever."
Makes sense.
But I was like, sometimes it sounds cooler when you just say,
Because he just was. He shouldn't even have said that. I'm just coming out to see you, bro.
I know, right?
He flexed on the,
So
I'm coming out the Palm
It was a
Springs.
flex, but it was one of those flexes. It was like straight out the movie. We're in an apartment. We're broke. We don't have no money really. We're just struggling college students.
For sure.
All we have is this studio, and bro pulls up in a G-Wagon, parks in our little apartment complex, comes up the stairs and comes in, and I play every demo, every unfinished songs that were finished, ideas. Me and my homies are performing live in the living room. We're just doing everything. We're just having a great time. We're just doing what we would do if he wasn't there. So then he was like, "Well, this is fire. Your guys' music is great. We want to assign you to," at the time it's called like, the specifics would be like a production deal. So they wanted to bring us into the studio and write and produce for artists on the Interscope roster.
Okay.
That's basically what the deal was.
Got
So
it.
it wasn't for us to be artists.
Yeah.
It was for, because since he's like, "Hey, you guys did all this, right?"
Yeah,
And I was
that's
like,
artists like Neo
"Yeah."
started.
Like Neo, like same story,
For sure.
man. Just like
and
that.
many others.
So we got in the door that way. Shout out to the interns, 2 and Cosign were already big producers at the time. We running into just legendary producers. We ran into Polo the Don. So we're
Polo the Don. I heard that name.
we're in basically
In the building,
our
yeah.
heads. Like we're in because
Yeah.
Teddy Riley came in there into that studio. So we're signed to this A&R, and everybody that comes through that studio, the studio that he was running, we get to collaborate with. So we're collaborating with Keke Palmer came in there, but she's in there to work with like the big name producers that are in there, and we're the dudes in the lobby trying to get on.
Right.
You know, because we get to be in the building, but we don't get to run nothing. You know, it's typical.
Got
you know,
you.
fly on the wall. You gotta pay your dues.
Pay your dues.
But in that time period, we were there for like a couple years, and we would get the same thing. You would get to watch platinum songwriters and producers, like shout out.
You
to
was in the building absorbing.
We're watching. We get to be invited, and we get to be in the studio contributing. And we made a lot of music during that time. But when our deal ended, we didn't re-sign. We didn't get any placements, unfortunately.
How long was the deal for?
We stayed with them for about 2 years.
Oh,
so we made 2 years worth of music.
Yeah.
I got to song like a little. We got to reconnect with Miguel because Miguel came through the studio one time. And I got to write with them and sing with them.
Was it like a salary based thing?
We just
per project type.
It was
deal?
per project type situation.
Okay.
That was it. So no placements. We're still going to school. We're still grinding. We're going there. I'm going there at like 7 p.m. to 7 in the morning and still driving back to Riverside to go to school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That type of grind. You know, so you kind of just shooting. Oh, we got to write for Usher. So I wrote for Usher.
Oh, snap.
But not on the Raymond versus Raymond album, but our song didn't make it on the album. So
was that after Confessions?
I was like, I think after Confessions.
Okay,
was
got
Raymond
you.
versus Raymond. I just remember that's the album he was working on.
Okay.
And we got to be. I think that was the reason why Miguel came, because Miguel was writing together with us for him. So it's just like a great situation because you're learning the business, you're learning how to write, you're with other professional songwriters and producers, you're getting to show your skills and they're showing you game. So all that music that was made in that 2-year situation, we ended up keeping the songs that we were allowed to keep. And then we ended up getting an actual independent label deal with another independent label deal. This was like just to be straightforward and quick, they gave us like $30,000 to make an album.
Okay.
One album, and that was it. So we spent that money, we used it, made the album.
And that's not really a lot of money, is it? To
Not,
make an
man.
album?
For independent,
For
it
3
is,
people
though.
too. Yeah.
For independent, and that really didn't go in our pocket. I ain't gonna lie to you. That 30 is what it cost to shoot the videos for the songs, to get in the studio and mix and master the albums, to produce
All inclusive.
merchandise, everything we kept within that budget. You know, because we're still trying to figure it out. So that was after that deal, and after the Interscope situation, after the independent deal, that's when the group we decided to kind of do our own thing.
Real quick, shout outs to Audio King in the building.
Oh, that's my dog.
Super chat. What up, Area 91 Entertainment?
Audio King in the building,
That's
man.
my guy. What's
dog.
up, man?
Brianne Tucker also in the chat. Here we go.
Wifey's in the building.
I need a beer, man.
Wifey's in the building.
Give me a pisto, homie, porfa.
Modelo time food.
Drink that, Eric.
Oh, you don't even drink no more.
There's one right there.
Modelo time food.
There's only Modelos? Damn. There's no
Come on,
ultra?
drink the Modelo. What's up?
Porfa? Yeah, I'm cool in the Modelo. Trying to watch the figure.
Summertime
Summertime right now.
You don't want that Modelo bottle figure?
You know what I'm saying? Oh, I see what you did there. I want the Multra. The motherfucking
Me
Multra.
too.
Speak off the street, Aisha. Oh man, Billy Womack, my cousin. All my family's in here, man.
Funky
Yes.
Doobie.
Thank you,
in the
guys.
house.
That's what's up, man.
Please hit that like button if you could do us that favor, man. It helps the algorithm for sure. If you guys wondering why people tell you to do that or ask you to do that, we're asking you in this case. Eric Tucker in the building. We got him on the keys a little bit later. You know, we always bring you a special treat when we got musicians, rappers, producers, and we've been on a roll with these
The
producers,
last 4 weeks,
man.
huh?
On the
So-
roll again.
We're excited.
Play my beat.
So that's interesting, brother, and how you started with a group and how ironic or that is just because of a lot of people starting groups before they break solo.
Yeah,
And which is my next thing. That's kind of how you transition to that, right?
for sure. Shout out my guys though, man. From Dials, we still write together, produce together.
Dope.
But as far as like artists is concerned, I feel like it's we've been just pushing the Eric Tucker solo stuff these days.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? We got some stuff in the cut. We'll go into that later. We got some stuff in the cut that we still probably will put out.
Good.
We got projects that we have that are unreleased. I was like, this got to come out. But I think, but going to what you're asking, the transition.
Yeah, I want to go there because, like I said, and like you mentioned, I'm glad you brought it up so we could see some of your history, your beginnings with Dials Mavis, and then falling into something like like I've always told you off air, bro. Like I've been a fan of yours. Just I'm like, you were one of those dudes. There were a handful of guys from the IE, man, and girls. Dominique was one of them, and I told her the same thing. And I'm gonna tell you, bro, like I'm just waiting for you the day just to really go, bro, and because I believe that you have that much talent. You're unique, your style. everything else, you know.
Bro, that means a lot coming
Yeah.
from you. Thank you, oh.
Asian persuasion, you know what I'm saying? But half black, half amazing. Asian persuasion.
It's like, it's like I'm black and Asian, but then I grew up in like all Mexican neighborhood.
You blazing.
I got guys.
You blazing.
I'm blazing, bro. But it's like in the neighborhood I grew up in, I
All
got
Mexicans.
god sisters.
Yeah.
Man, I got my parents are like a Nino and a, you know what I'm saying, to like my god sister that I grew up with, my next door neighbor.
Right.
Man, that's like I call her mom because she used to babysit me.
For sure.
She like speaks Spanish to me as a kid, and that's like this is kind of like that's Riverside to me. It's
Yeah.
like we are like a melting pot, and you know what I mean, and it's like you have to tap in with the culture. You have to know if you're from here, you know the culture, man. You know.
So what's your favorite go-to Mexican food then?
My favorite go-to Mexican food, I like. Okay, as a kid, I liked the enchiladas.
Yeah.
But nowadays, as I'm older, I started liking this thing called chilaquiles.
Chilaquiles. Look at this guy's favorite over
That's
there.
what
Every day
I
that's what
like
this fool
that.
eats.
Bro, I love that.
It's fire. You can't find it often, right?
Nah, it's rare. Like unless my girl ain't making it or my mother-in-law's not making it, like
Really?
it's rare that I go somewhere else to go
Oh
eat
yeah,
it.
it's like a breakfast ting.
Like homemade
Breakfast
shit.
thing, yeah.
Homemade
yeah.
shit.
So if I come over to your house, I pick you up, where we going to get chilaquiles and Mexican food?
Okay, I go to this spot, man, on Magnolia, called. It's called Tony's Taco Grill, on Magnolia next to the Brandon Diners.
Oh, Brandon,
By the Pizza
of
Hut?
Indiana, or
It's by the Pizza Hut.
Here we go.
It's by it's
wait,
by the
which
Pizza Hut.
brand? Which brand would you say?
So there's Brandon's Diner that's on. There's a Pizza Hut, and it's right on Magnolia. And then they got this place. Then they have like this little I think it's a BDS spot, and then Tony's
Oh, that's across the street from the mall.
it's right over.
I know exactly where it's
over
at.
there.
Yep,
It's closer. It's kind of by the mall.
Yeah, I think I ate there. It's a little small. It's right next to. Well, it used to be Circuit City, right?
Well,
Or am I tripping?
That's further down.
That's further down though.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's before you get to Van Buren though. It's closer to the Van Buren side.
Okay,
Opposite of Sonic.
got you.
Opposite
You know what I'm
of
saying?
Sonic.
I know exactly what it's
Yeah,
at.
that's where
There's a
it's at. That's where
library.
I
There's
go,
a
man.
7-Eleven right there.
How long has that spot been there?
It's kind of a little bit. It's a little bit newer.
Okay,
It's a little bit newer, but
it's on the corner.
It's on the corner, but it's a small spot, man. It's like a mom and pop vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What's it called?
Tony's Grill.
Tony's Grill. What up?
Yeah.
Shout out to Tony's Grill. Might have to go
Yeah.
check it out over there.
Ooh.
I know.
I mean, I go there all the time, man. I might need a sponsor from them.
No, I'm just saying. We shouting them out.
Shit.
I mean, there's a lot of
Video.
spots there. I used to go to Olivia's. You heard Olivia's right
Yes,
there? Man, that's
I
like
used to go to Olivia's
old
growing
school,
up.
bro.
Oh man, I like that spot.
They still there. There was also a sushi spot over there too.
Joe's Sushi.
Joe's, yeah.
I closed down for
Oh,
No more?
Is
my,
it?
my mom
Yeah.
worked there.
Is that right?
Where my mom worked there, man, at Joe's before they closed it.
No
You know,
way.
So, yeah, shout out to
Joe's
Joe's, bro. I
poppin'.
used to. That's one of them times when you're like when you're a kid and my especially my younger brother was like, you'd have to go to your mom's work.
Yeah.
And then you just be in the side asleep in one of the available booths,
Right, right.
but you
Oh,
get
really?
but you get free food. Yeah,
That's right.
They throw you, they'll throw you sodas, they'll throw you drinks and stuff.
Yeah.
You're a kid, but then you just kind of like that one booth in the corner.
Yeah.
You kind of like you're there until you fall asleep.
That's my son at parties, family parties.
on 2 chairs.
You know, I was on 2 chairs. Hey, stay. We ain't ready to go yet. Go get me another beer. Nah, I'm playing. I'm just
Funny,
playing.
man.
Yeah, that's what's up.
The-
Okay.
The chat knows where it's at.
Yeah.
By
they do?
Lowe's, next to the churro spot.
So what's your burger spot?
Oh yeah, Tony's Mexican Grill. That's what it
Tony's
is.
Mexican Grill,
That's what it
okay.
is. That's the first spot.
Sorry, Tony's Mexican Grill. That was him.
That was me, man. My bad, yo.
We good. What's your burger spot?
Man, my burger spot. Okay, like chain wise, I like. I'm still gonna stick to In-N-Out.
For sure.
Chain wise, but then I also like.
Uh-huh.
Where is this? All right, this place is more so on University in downtown Riverside. I like this place called R Burger.
Oh, okay.
Like the letter R?
Yeah.
Just R Burger. They have this like it's right off Chicago and Iowa. They got bro, they got yeah, you know what's up.
Damn.
Bro. It's fire. It's fire.
Chicago and Iowa?
R
By
Burger.
the station, yo.
It's not there no more though.
Is that by Calaveras?
By Hooters, no?
It's by.
Oh, it used to be right. Oh, okay. Chicago. Okay, I got you. It's been a minute since I've been over there, motherfucker. Yeah. I remember Rising Savior.
Yeah.
Damn.
I used to be over there all the time because when I was going to school at UCR, man, that's the spot. Our Burger is a cool spot.
Our Burger. Check them out.
You know who has a cool burger though? What do you think about? I think Farmer Boys has a cool burger.
They do.
I like Farmer because they're fresh. I like the burritos too.
Yeah, I think they got cool burgers, man. They solid.
Expensive as hell.
Let's go to Farmer Boys.
Get a coupon.
What about pizza?
Pizza spot. Okay, I go to this spot called Scratch on La Sierra. Scratch.
Yeah. I've heard of that. I haven't ate there though.
Never heard
I
of
think
it.
there used to be one in Corona. I think. Yeah, but it closed down.
Brian Amlani's brother? Yeah.
Okay, I go to Scratch, and then recently we celebrated my son's birthday at a spot on Indiana called Enzo's. Enzo's Pizza. That's kind of, it's not by Shooters, but they have like, if you're on Indiana, and it used to be like a Sports Mart and the Boot Barn, and if you keep going down Indiana, you'll see like a NutriShop plaza.
Yeah.
And then the next plaza over is a small little pizza spot called Enzo.
I've definitely heard of it. I've never been though.
I know exactly
where
what
it's
you're
at?
talking about.
Is that before Van Buren?
Before Van.
It's on the other side of Tyler.
Yes, it's on the other side of Tyler.
I've been there before.
You been there?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
End zone?
Enzo's.
Pretty fire pizza?
The wings.
My boy get
What? Cause we about to do a tour, man.
When I had
of
my,
the
when I
IE,
had
so I
my
need to
30
know these
jobs,
restaurants.
yeah, that corner, it's in the corner.
Damn.
Especially the newer ones.
I know exactly where that's at. Let's go there right now.
I'm saying. Field trip.
There's a Brandon's Diner on the other side. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
It's where they used to have the Carlos O'Brien's, Riverside.
Yeah.
Carlos O'Brien.
On Central?
That's the actual spot? Oh, shit.
There wasn't Carlos O'Brien's in fucking Tyler?
There was.
Was there?
There was.
On Indiana?
Yes, I got suspended because I got drunk there.
Carlos O'Brien, and then you talking about Rocks Club.
The Rocks Club. That's what it was called.
Yeah.
Dang.
In the 90s, it was a Rocks Club. Before that, it was Red Onion.
Yeah, but like, I'm talking 2010, 2011.
Oh.
Early
I just date myself?
Mid 2000.
Shout out to the Rocks Club. Y'all remember, man.
That's where we did
That was Carlos O'Brien. Man.
who was it? It was a meeting with
Yeah, with Marion Bow Wow.
Yeah,
Yep.
and a couple other street team
That turned into a Carlos O'Brien. Shit. Bro. Anyway.
What was on Central? I thought Central.
There was a
had the
Carlos
Killarneys
O'Brien's off Central.
and the Killarneys and like the
Yeah.
El Torito.
Damn.
I don't remember a Carlos.
There was. It was upstairs and downstairs.
Killarney's.
Bro,
I remember
no.
Killarney's.
Off Central, I don't remember
And then the
that.
El Torito.
And it was like
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah.
So if you get off Central, go towards the plaza,
Okay.
and you make a right. I think it was right there on Brockton, on the corner of Brockton and Central.
Okay.
Caddy corner, adjacent to. It was in the same parking lot as the Riverside Plaza. I'm telling you, look it up. I could be wrong, but those in the super chat and those in the comments, let me know if you're watching this. There was a Carlos O'Brien's in Riverside because there was two of them that I remember. That one, and of course the one in San Bernardino, and that was 3 stories. And this one had a basement.
I don't remember that.
I don't
Yeah.
remember that, man.
For sure. It was before Killarney's and all that, man.
I think,
different
Again, we're
layout.
talking 90s, man.
okay, we talking. Okay, I think
Yeah.
that. Okay, where was the first places like when you were of age to go out? Where did you go?
Killarney's. That was one of them for a fact.
Yo, Gotham. Yeah, yo, me and my wife went on the last day of Killarney's before it closed down.
Oh yeah.
I remember. We was at El Torito eating
Yep.
right next door, and then
And then you
she was,
kinda
I was like,
just-
let's go. They don't
Lounge
close
33
down.
was right there.
Yo,
too.
that's why. Yeah, we used to kick it there. I saw you there a couple times. They had,
Yo,
like, that
right.
shit was
yo.
dope.
Sick.
man.
Sick time to be alive.
Backstage Media said Fast Five Pizza.
Fast Five Pizza. All
Have you
right.
tried that?
I haven't been there.
It's by my pad. It's by where the gas station's at.
You go there, huh?
Fast Five.
Hell
Pizza.
yeah,
Best
shit.
low budget pizza. I'm
Lounge
going there
33
now.
was cool,
I
man. I
know,
celebrated my birthday there one time. Shout out my brother Bird.
Where?
R.I.P. He passed away, but he used to bartend at Lounge 33.
Oh, R.I.P. Bert. Yeah, I remember him.
Bird,
Yeah.
That's my dog. But he was in because Lounge 33 was the little spot.
Yeah, right in the middle.
between, in the
Yeah.
middle, and he used to run that spot. And he
Yeah.
like threw my birthday there one time. He just brought me bottles and everything. It was just love.
That's
man.
dope.
It was love.
They used to
man.
have little art nights there, right? Remember, homeboy?
Did they?
Remember home? That's where I saw you outside the station. One of the you would be there, and I was like, "What's up, Chris? What you doing?" He's like, "No, me and my homies. The homie that used to what's his name? Mario.
Oh yeah.
Remember Mario? Yeah.
Throwing it fucking back.
I'm telling you, I
Shut
got
up.
Shit back.
I'm
Shouts out
saying
to-
Mario was yeah. I mean,
Damn.
he used to sell me dog food, man. Over that
Yo,
dog place right there.
Mario
Brockton.
Medina, shouts the fuck
Yeah,
out.
cool ass fucking cat.
He's still around.
Yeah.
Wait, quick shout out to my mother-in-law. Man, I call her mom, but she said I used to party at Carlos O'Brien's in the '80s, so I know where that spot is at. She's
Dang.
co-signing.
Where's she at? She co-signed it?
Yeah,
She say
co-signed it.
Riverside?
I gotta tell her to co-sign the chat, but she just texted me on the. I was
Tell
like-
her Riverside.
Yo.
She was like, I know. She's like, she knows what's up, man.
Telling you.
She members.
She was like,
Zendejas.
she's like,
Yep.
she's like, I remember the Carlos O'Brien's basement in the '80s. That's the
That's it.
co-sign. That's the co-sign.
That's Riverside. So there was also Zendejas Mexican Grill. That's Corona.
I was gonna say, what about that one in on
And
La Sierra? Was called.
That was Don Jose's.
Now it's a
Cahoots.
Rodrigo's.
Now it's yeah.
We're all talking about food and shit, but
I want to say the same food too, but just El Patio and Fontana, or was it Rialto?
El Patio.
El Patio.
Ah, food.
I
Man, we used
remember
to
in
rock those
Cahoots in
clubs.
Riverside.
In
I never
Cahoots?
went there myself, but all the party people would go.
Hey, before In Cahoots, it was Sector 7.
In cahoots.
What?
I do remember that.
And shout out to the homie he used to own a limousine, Alta Limousine. He would customize limousines, and he owned that club. It only lasted, again, fucking 90s. That's when Bo Corona was doing the Sunday Old School show originally on 99.1.
Man,
Damn, generations right here, my boy.
For
right
real.
on. I used to I feel like my first club might have been Sevilla's though. When I first turned 21 to
Yeah.
go into a club, I think it might have been Sevilla's. Man.
I'm glad you brought that up because I think I would see you there a lot. And then when going back to the band and DJ things, that's when I would see it a lot there. You had the drummer on the side,
Yes.
and the DJ would be playing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where that Travis Barker type shit, right? Came
Yeah.
from?
Low key.
Cause they had it cause they had a club area and then they have like a restaurant where like I feel like there would be live music, like
Yep.
two parts. It would be like split up. Into
Yeah,
like a
they had a
club
tapas
and
bar
top.
upstairs. Yeah,
What?
yeah,
Damn.
yeah. They had that.
I knew nothing about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Sevilla. They would do the
No?
the tapas bar.
What do you mean top like
No
Oh,
tapas,
actually thought
not
it was
topless.
I heard topless bar and I'm
not
like,
topless.
I never heard of that
Shit,
shit.
Tommy was
That was at the after hours, girl. What's up?
Yes. Oh, tapas. Yeah.
Tapas. I'm sorry, Spansa. Tapas. Not topless food.
Tapas bar, bottomless mimosas. What's going on over here?
Yeah, they had that patio and then the indoor one too. I wasn't really feeling the food though, to be honest. It was based off like Spain. I don't know.
Hors
I
d'oeuvres
just,
or some shit.
I'm straight. Yeah, I'm straight Mexican food. Like food.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't. I just wasn't feeling it. The
Damn.
food. We would have our Christmas parties there from the radio station. And I wasn't vibing on
like,
the,
this
on
was
the
cool.
food. Yeah.
Tech said Metro, Club Metro.
You can't go wrong with Metro, man. Club Meet a Hoe. Yeah.
Damn it.
But damn, man, yeah, those were the days, bro, for sure. But damn, we went from restaurants to clubs, man.
Naturally.
You remember when Tyler Mom was fucking One Story? Nah, you don't remember that either.
What? I
Yeah,
don't.
damn, boy.
That sounds scary. What the
Probably
fuck?
wasn't born yet. No, I'm just kidding.
Tyler.
Probably wasn't born yet.
Yeah, that was.
Maybe
For
not.
real.
Fuck. I've
Yeah, I
never
don't know
seen it
that.
like
I don't know
that.
about that one.
It was
man.
the Tyler Mom before it was the Galleria Tyler.
Oh.
Because now it's just 2 stories.
Galleria.
It's crazy.
Hombre.
Listen,
Oh,
OG.
fuck. I'm gonna have to Google some
OG.
pictures of that shit.
I would want to see that. Yeah.
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 I don't know what that's like.
That's when they had the warehouse in there. Music Plus was, where right off Tyler, where what is it?
That shoe store?
What's the bowl? Beef bowl? What's
City?
the
Beef bowl.
some of the there's like no what's the bowl place
Boys
called?
hungry?
Hey, chill. Stop
Walk,
eating.
not walk. Fucking flame broiler. I think there's a flame or Wabba Grill.
Wabba Grill,
There's a
okay.
Wabba Grill there. That used to be Music Plus.
Fuck.
That's where you get your record. Man, I was there all the time. That or the swap meet on. Do you remember the swap meet on Tyler?
On Tyler? No.
Where Best Buy is. That was a swap meet, Riverside swap meet.
The fuck though? Never.
And before I moved to Adams, you remember the swap meet on Adams?
Yes, I do. That one I
Yes,
do.
yes,
That one I
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Before the college took it over, they had like a
Yup.
swap meet right there on
Before they
Adams.
built all that shit. Shout out to JR, man. That's where he would sell a lot of the Chicano rap and he would sell everything, man, there.
I missed Adam Smart.
That was the
Adam
shit.
Smart. That was fuck.
Yes, I do remember Adam Smart. Okay.
Yup.
And then you go next door to fucking Burlington and get your fucking bootleg fucking shirts for cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like all the fucking old school hip hop shit end up in fucking Burlington. Fool. I was in there fucking.
Adams Mart. That was like you guys like your go-to T-shirt spot. You get all the colors.
Which one?
When I was in high
Which
school,
one?
Adams Mart.
Yeah, Adams Mart. That's what it was
all the
called.
colors, man. You get your red, black, whatever, all your tees. I started getting. I was like, at that time, I remember. This is funny. I remember getting all the colors, and then you would wear them. You would layer them. So you. So if you like a red tee under, and a black tee on top, and then hopefully and your shoes are matching.
You had to match, bro.
That's some 2000 shit right
2000
there.
stuff.
I've always been, to this day I'm like that. But
2000s.
I almost wore a red hat because I got the red shoes. Like I was told the way I brought up, man, as long as your hat and your shoes match, you can wear wherever the fuck you want to wear it.
Oh,
so I'm wearing a black hat, black shoes, or I'm wearing red hat, red, blue, whatever. All this, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. That's just the era I came up in.
That's funny. That's some 2000 stuff. And the hat was matching the shirts, and then the shirts was matching the shoes.
The belts.
Oh,
Don't forget
man,
the
that was
belts.
a wild time.
Yeah.
And then you go across the street, and then you get, this is J&J beepers, but you probably don't remember that either. That was 90s.
No.
And it was a beeper store. So
Mhm.
beeper
I remember
pagers.
it being there.
And they had the different plastic cases, whatever.
Man, I would have went crazy on some beeper
that new
skins.
Pagers or beepers, whatever you call it.
Smash the hat.
Yeah.
Shout outs to I Am Critical. He's in the super chat. What up, Critical? Now
man.
I heard some things. Let's get back to the music. You and Critical are linking up now, right?
Oh yeah. And that reminded me of your question. Like your original question was like going like transition like solo transition. It's kind of like it is different, man, because you're on stage by yourself. You're like just working on a whole project, but then you got to do all the verses.
Right.
And the bridge.
The breathing too.
And the breathe. You can't just do one verse.
You can't have a hype man being a singer, can you? You
Not
can't.
really. You know who does a good job of it and he's real smooth is AK, because Audio King's my DJ when I perform live, and he's a hip hop DJ because he'll do like he has hip hop artists that he DJs for, but when he does mine, he really does like he's a smooth DJ, man.
Yeah.
So he hypes, but in the right spot. He's not like yelling over my singing or anything. He's like finding his pockets.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? To like get the right hype.
I think
right spot.
a tour DJ, that's what they're supposed to do, man. Is be your hype man, be your wingman in between breaths. A DJ is one thing, back and forth. You can have all these skills, but if I put a mic in your face, bro, like hype the crowd up.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? But I know there's DJs that don't rock the mic either, but I don't feel like they need to be on my stage. No, that's facts.
That's what's
like
up.
Danny, he does that well. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
respect.
my boy's so comfortable.
Danny,
he comes.
your guys is
He's so
that's what's
comfortable.
up,
He
Danny.
comes from beyond the fucking and he goes on the stage and goes back and forth before we come on in 10 seconds.
But I do that to hype them up.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it, man. That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Because there's times where we just, we travel a lot. So like, all right, dog, let's get this shit. All right, let's go. Get up. Let's go,
Yeah, man.
Try to just stay positive because these fools are tired.
Yes.
I know I'm tired, but fuck it. Let's get it.
We got to get that second wind.
Yeah.
Find
It
it somehow.
happens. And I feel it like, there's shows where he's not there, but when he is there, it's just, I know these two I could take a breath big time. I could do that with just him and I too.
Yes.
But it's just more powerful. It's like having two ad-libs going on. You know what I'm saying? It's and it's being on point too. You got to be on point. Like if you're gonna have motherfuckers on stage, you just can't be all. Those shows you go to and you just hear motherfuckers just
5 different people and shit.
or they'd be like, who's the lead singer?
Like,
or
who's talking?
Shut up over here or this dude's mic's louder than this dude, and that's just all bad.
Yeah, man. Like I kind of was learning that because I remember, when I was on stage by myself, I'm like, it's a lot of quiet parts because I'm like, I don't have nobody. So now I'm learning how to like hype the crowd and sing, transition, do my own skits, things like that. That I kind of like when I was getting into recording my own projects. Man, shout out Critical because Critical, me and him produced. Well, he produced my first Eric Tucker solo project.
Oh, dope.
The official, like when I officially dropped Eric Tucker as
when was it? What year was that?
This got to be like 2014, 15.
Okay.
Tree of Dreams is the first
So you're
project
going on
I put
that
out.
10 years, 11 years now.
It's like 10 years. I might so we like I want to do like a I want to do like a 10-year anniversary of that project. Maybe I don't know if I want to call it deluxe. Maybe call it Tree of Dreams 2, because we have me and Critical work together so much.
Yeah,
we have a lot of music, but it's like this is kind of a cool timing. Like, let's roll it out.
What do you think about him as a producer?
Bro, I think he's amazing producer. The funny thing about it is he was saying that he just wants to stick to, he just produces, but he actually has a ear for vocal and melody. Because before me, he was saying that his albums, like all of his production was all hip hop artists.
Bro, I don't mean to keep.
No, it's all good.
We want everybody to hear you.
Yeah, no, I got you. He produced a lot of hip hop artists.
Right.
And that's kind of a certain style when you're recording hip hop too. It's like, but when you're recording singers, I think, like, just to explain it quickly, I think it's a lot more tracks, a lot more vocals, because you're stacking vocals a lot more than in hip hop vocals. So, and then you have to kind of have an ear for tone, because if the singer is singing flat, and if you're a producer that doesn't have the ear to recognize, like, hey, that's out of key, then you're just gonna keep singing flat the whole time, and it's not gonna sound
Some artists
good.
will be like, how do I sound? It's like, yeah, man, let me just throw this auto-tune on here real quick. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right, now you sound good.
Right.
And he has an ear, man. He has a great ear for, like, all genres.
That's dope,
pop,
bro.
R&B, hip hop. He's a great producer, man.
Because singing and rap just, I think they're two of the same. I mean, no, they're opposite.
Yes.
Kinda.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. I haven't worked with a lot of R&B artists aside of hooks.
Got you.
And hooks are just pan to the left, pan to the right, boom, throw some reverb, turn up the ad-libs, in a sense of kind of how we as rappers do.
Yes.
About 4 tracks. But when you talk about stacking, doing it, and it's just a singer on the track, I can't imagine that.
Like, okay, with, like, let's say, like, okay,
Stress.
when you do your leads, how would you record your lead vocal? Is it 3 tracks?
It depends on the track,
4?
to be honest with you.
Or even if it's a hook, like.
Well, my rap verse is usually I do 3.
3
3
okay.
tracks. So I do my lead, my double, and my ad-lib.
Got you. See, okay, when, like, with what I learned with R&B, so it's kind of the same formula of how you're stacking each vocal. So if you have just one lead, you put a double. But let's say if I harmonize underneath that, I gotta record that harmony and double that.
Right.
So with each different note,
it's like 2 or 3 for each
tracks.
harmony. Or
so now, 2 to 3 tracks. So now you can have a hook that has 21, 22 tracks for one singing hook.
I remember watching you vividly, like it was yesterday, like when you and AK that was back in 2020, and y'all did that song for me. And I remember you did the hook for me. It never came out, by the way. But I just remember you just stacking. I just saw you stacking your vocals, stacking. I was like, damn.
Right. And when and then you got to go in, and when you mix it, it's still going to sound like one vocal. It's going to sound cohesive, but it's just, I think the tracking process is a lot more when it comes to,
I love talking this talk, ladies and gentlemen. Man. Just geeking out over here on production shit, but we all can learn some things here. Let's see here. Shout outs to Ebony Denise, Tree of Dreams, such a pivotal album. Is that one of yours?
Yeah, that was my album, man.
Man, okay.
Dang, that was my first solo debut, man, and I had so much love from that project, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, how do you... Let me get one of those, dog. Fuck it, man.
Hey,
whatever's in there.
You know,
I'm just thirsty.
But speaking of hooks, man, that's kind of how I feel like I really transitioned into singing solo, doing a lot of hooks, like getting calls and like getting like tapped in or like features. Like, hey, man, you're a singer, R&B singer. You know, we were talking about this the other day where you was like the rap with the singing R&B hook is like a great formula that has been done and has been dope for.
You don't hear it a lot anymore.
It's been dope forever. Like I feel like it's always been a good formula, but like that's how I learned though.
To me, it's radio, bro. I mean, that's how we grew up on. You know, like that's what we put out was just singing hooks.
Yeah.
With rap versus people.
Oh, bro, I'm tripping. Your hit, bro. Your hit. That is a singing hook for sure.
Yeah.
Bro, that song will be something
People
forever.
want shit to sing when they ride to, bro. Especially ladies. Ladies love stuff to sing along to, bro. I mean, rap hooks. Like my boy here, like he likes, you know, he writes a lot of rap hooks while we're doing them, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, that's cool too. But let's mix it up a little. We gotta have some singing choruses.
Shout out my homegirl, Kara. She was on one of your guys. Yeah, KT.
Yes, she was just here like 2 weeks ago.
That bro, great vocalist, another great vocalist from Riverside.
Flawless. She came in here and knocked
Love,
that
that's
shit
my
out.
that's my homie. That's my homegirl. That's my dog, man. She's such a talented singer.
What do you not to switch gears, but going back to the production, we were talking about Critical and other producers you have worked with. Now, when you go into a studio, right, and as an artist,
yeah,
I know it's probably got to be difficult to not try to like work on the production side when there's a producer producing for you. You get what I'm saying? So now you're like, you're critiquing that, but at the same time, I'm just here to be an artist, but this is my shit, so then I got to make sure, without either hurting that person's feelings or not even so much that, because I'm sure you wouldn't fuck with somebody you don't fuck with.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But what's that like?
Bro, I think that's a great question because sometimes it's like I've had situations where you kind of ruin the song by stepping on the toes instead of just letting the whole idea flow.
Yeah.
So I kind of learned to contribute to what the record needs. Like say with Critical, I know that he is nice with drum sequencing. He's so good with drum sequencing and bass and like finding the tempo and getting the record started. But the way how we meshed is he was like, oh, well, he's in the most, this is what makes a great producer. He's humble enough to say, but I think Eric Tucker might be a better piano player than me for this beat.
Right.
So now it's time for me to step in and play keys on this beat or do something on the record that we kind of,
y'all know each other's strengths, basically.
100%.
Same with AK. Like, I mean,
same with AK. That's how I mean AK
when I
work.
went in there, going back to that studio session, I remember you were in one room and he was in another room, and you came in. I think you laid some keys on my shit.
Yes.
And then we brought it over to him, and he like laid drums and he mixed it.
Yeah, and then we bring it back.
And then we went back, and then you came and laid your vocals and sang on it. I was like, this is a dope ass team, but this is dope. Like it's like the Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis. You know what I mean?
100%, bro. I look at it more like my favorite producers are kind of are like those like duo group producers though, like the Neptunes.
Right.
Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis,
Yeah.
Babyface, L.A. Reid. I could only imagine like when you got two producers in a room.
Bobby Ross, Howie Law, and Izzy.
Bobby Ross and his
brothers.
brothers. Oh yeah. It's kind of like at a certain point you kind of learn like what role you should play, I think, in the session, and you just play, everybody kind of like
understands their
everyone
role.
understands everybody, you know what I mean? And you guys kind of just are able to work that way. That's the sessions that I've been in. And I've been in sessions with Fingers where I don't say nothing. I just, hey, you weren't ready for me to get in the booth?
Yeah. Oh, Fingers will let you know. He'll be like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, bro. I kind of like sit back, and I've always been more so like absorbing and learning and just contributing when I think it's the right time. Because I've also learned my lesson where I've gotten ahead of myself and probably like stepped on toes, and I've learned that over time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I'm very vulnerable sometimes when it comes to like learning shit, but I know my place. Like you said, like for me, if I'm producing a track, and it's funny you brought up Critical. I called Critical the other day, and we were talking about you because I was like, and I had hit you too the same week.
Yeah.
And he had just been here. I was like, I think I asked him, I don't know if he knew how to play. I did on this interview. I go, do you play by ear? Or do you read notes? He goes, just by ear. And I says, okay. And then we were having a conversation. I was like, man, I need to get Eric over here, man. He's like, why? I was like, because I know how to play by ear, and I know, but some songs just need somebody just to go.
Yeah.
So it's not repetitious.
Right.
Every 6 bars or 8 bars.
100%.
And us, I don't know how Critical does it, but like me, that's a great thing about these digital programs. You can go to the 8th bar of the verse and switch up whatever you want to play, 4 bar there, and then come back to the hook, copy, paste, do all that. But I'm from the days of musicians would come and play. Like we'd had Soup on bass, Stan
Yeah.
the Guitar Man. I'm sure you probably heard of him. He played on NWA shit. They come in our studio and you just hit record and they would just go.
Run from the top to
Maybe
bottom.
once or twice. We'd have 2 passes and that's it.
Oh, and then you would chop that up, whatever parts you wanted.
Yeah, maybe
to
we
make
would,
it on the
maybe we
record.
wouldn't.
Or you might just keep
These
the
guys
one
were
take.
that good, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We're
yeah,
talking
yeah.
professional studio musicians.
Oh
like,
yeah.
Damn.
Like the bass, I mean, the bass, we would, it'd pretty much be the same lick, right? And then boom, boom, boom. And every now and then you do a roll, right?
Right.
But yeah.
Man, you know who's like that? And man, just I guess this kind of helps me think of things like along the way. Like one of my mentors is a guy named My Guy Mars, and he's from a big production group called 1500 or Nothing.
Yeah, I heard of
And
them.
those guys are a band of
Yeah.
musicians, but each person is a producer.
Yeah.
What they still kind of make music that way, where it's like we are going to always implement like live instrumentation in every one of our beats.
And
no
those guys
matter
work
what.
with a
And
lot
they
of
work with
people.
everyone.
Jay-Z, right? They
Jay,
work
Snoop, everyone. You and that stuff that you was talking about, where you, like the first time I seen sometimes you would see somebody just play a piano part from the top 3 minutes or 4 minutes, or
Yeah.
play the guitar from top to bottom, and they just keep the whole thing. They
Yeah.
don't have to edit anything,
Right.
And then that ends up on the record.
You know what? Not to stop. I'm
Man,
gonna stop you.
You're right.
The editing back then was because we didn't have the computers back then. Yeah, so it was
Oh,
like
okay,
it was go back and then punch in.
You had to keep the take. It's like if this is the one, this is the one.
You play it and then it's like, oh shit. Then you'd go back and just punch in, just like vocals.
Gosh.
Yeah.
So if they fucked up, okay, man, up until like a minute and a half, that shit was solid. After that, punch me back in, or let's go back there. The punch in thing was like the realest shit, man. And this is all part of the game, just learning,
100%, man. Because like what, and then where was it's a story that I heard where somebody told Dre or something where you're losing all your money because you're actually doing samples. So instead, have live musicians come in and play,
Right.
and then sample that, and then make it sound like a sample.
Right. So those were the big days of interpolations, as they would say that word, where you'd switch a note and then you were kind of cool. Some people would, some people wouldn't. They would just take the sample, because samples obviously were huge in the 80s.
Got you.
And early 90s. But then these artists, these publishers started coming after these artists like, oh, you ain't just going to take our shit.
You ain't just
and
sample our
it. So
stuff.
then they started charging a grip. So
Right.
So
Got
producers and artists, they got smart, and they started bringing in studio live musicians to play over it, and then eventually just get rid of the sample and recreate it. And then that became an issue for some too, because depending on who the artist was,
They would still come after.
they would still, because you're playing the same. That was when that whole Vanilla Ice, like Ice Ice Baby story came out.
Okay.
And
okay.
he
Yes.
was, they tried to come after him for using that Under Pressure, and it was like 2 different notes that he switched. The producer used, and they argued it, and I think they won it.
Oh snap!
The Vanilla Ice's producer, whoever it was, instead of it went like ding 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 ding. That was Under Pressure.
Right. That was the.
Theirs went ding 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 ding. They just doubled it up.
Oh, they just doubled the note on the one,
And that made a difference. And that was it. Isn't that a trip?
Oh snaps, man!
So it's crazy how the game changes, man.
I wonder how Tyga got away with it then, because I think Tyga sampled it.
Did he?
Got the bops going crazy or something like that. Doom, doom,
Well,
doom,
see,
doom, doom. It's the same shit.
I don't know, bro, because now the game is different in 2024. I
Yeah.
see fools like
Yeah.
it's their mixtape and they're rapping over people's shit. And I'm like, I think it's safe to say that if you ain't selling, well, back in the day, it'd be selling actual tangible shit. If you ain't, hitting over a certain amount of streams, don't worry about it. It's like at that point, if you're
Okay.
fucking selling or you're getting streams, you can just pay them off at that point.
Yeah.
Like,
Or
forgiveness
if
for
it becomes
permission.
a radio hit, then they can just become part of it. Be like, hey, just slide me the percentage
Right.
of this
another
record,
check,
and we'll just let the record stay out.
Right.
As long as you guys pay me.
But at that time, it could be too late, because they coming for you for the whole. Like Sunday afternoon, our biggest joint, man. Smokey Robinson didn't give us nothing on that.
Oh, he was like, I need this.
I need all the
I
publishing.
need the pub. I need all of it.
I was like, fuck.
Damn,
Like, I
that's
can't-
crazy.
you're like-
But that was our biggest record. Like, I can't complain. So,
Yeah.
and we're still eating
Yeah.
off it.
Right.
yeah.
So there you go.
Because the other option is not like, all right, we're gonna take it down, or we're not gonna put it out anymore. We're not gonna do it. It's like it's already historical. It's already history. So it's not like you can take it down, or
Yeah.
Like, you know, because that's what I heard about these days. Like sometimes they'll make you take your song down.
Yeah.
But back then it's not really, you can't really take a song down. It's already sold.
It's already out.
It's already, the people got the physical CDs. They got the,
They start you out with a cease and desist first, and then, you know,
it's already,
or if they get a good lawyer, they could just go after you for some back pay or something.
I got you. Got you.
You know, I want to see receipts type shit, you know.
I hear you on that.
But shout outs to Super Chat, bro. We got Eric Tucker in here, man. How far are we in it, bro?
156.
All right, I think it's perfect timing. About to hit the 2-hour mark.
Chilling.
What do you say we get homie on the keys right now, man?
Play my
beat.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Hey, do a
verses.
Do a verses real quick.
I try to sing, but
Verse.
that's just me fucking around.
DB
like, you know what I'm saying?
versus ET.
That's just me fucking around. I'm not good at all. Trust.
We might throw some auto tune on him, man.
Yeah, okay. That's right.
So you down to bless us, man, on the keys, bro, one time? And sang, not saying you got to sing.
I'm with it, man. I'm down.
That's what's up. And then before we get into that, though, I just want to make sure, because I don't know where we're going after that, because I just want you to play, bro. But anything else from this point on, I know, did we miss anything up until now? What you got going on as far as, I know you've put out some music.
Yes.
You know?
I've put out projects, man, but like, just like you, man, you were saying how there's production maybe that you've done that you don't really shout out, but like, I got to shout out this one, man. I got shout out to Mars, because he showed me some love on this, but it was I got to play on a song that I got publishing on. So I got a placement, if you will, on a Snoop record featuring Dave East called My City. So I guess that's kind of like my first major production placement.
That's what
as a producer.
Okay.
So Snoop featuring Dave East, My City is a song. And it's kind of released right when Snoop acquired Death Row.
Right.
So it's released on that label. So it's kind of a cool situation, man, to like be an artist, but you know, you're being a producer, you're chopping at it, you're trying to get placements, you know, this and that. I mean, I've had other placements too, but that's just when I wanted to shout out.
Hell yeah.
As a producer.
And that's on the new Death Row label?
I think the song might have come, I think that song came out in 2023 or something like that.
Oh, okay, so it's out.
But it's out on the label. It came out already. So that's like a production placement. Shout out to all the features, man, that when I was coming up, real quick, like I've done songs, like I've been on Mr. Criminal albums. Okay. Shout out to somebody, Down Kilo is a dude who had the Lean Like a Cholo record.
Yeah.
I was on his album singing, but they spelled my name Erick.
We're just talking about
on the credits.
Is that where it came from?
But I mean, but it's Eric. You know what I'm saying? But I was on that album. It's like these are like I was on a song with DW Flame singing the hook. So it's like these features to me are like those little wins, wins that keep you going. And I just wanted to like before I say if you don't get anything else from this interview, just be like, I just want people to know that like you got to keep grinding. You can't quit. You know what I'm saying? Be proud of the wins and keep going after the L's. You know what I'm saying? After you take a loss, keep it going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because like the only thing that's gonna ever stop you in this business is quitting.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that's gonna stop you. Keep on, just
brother.
keep rocking.
You better not do that, bro. You got way too much talent. Man.
Yeah, man.
I'll tell you that much right now. And we had our conversations. I told you straight up, bro. You're on your way, and there's no, man, you've been in it, what, 12 years?
I've been in it like 12, 13, man, maybe longer, so I've been in it, man.
You got time, bro. You got time.
Yeah, I've been in it, man. Like, and I don't think I feel like when these braids are gray, I'm still be making music. I'm still gonna be producing. I'm about to be one of them dudes, bro, that you'll see still playing keys and singing, because I think that's just part of my life forever. You know what I'm saying? That making records, producing, writing, like bringing in other, like discovering other artists. I think that's part of me.
That's
and
right.
I don't think that'll ever leave, man.
You a humble dude, man. Eric Tucker, ladies and gentlemen. We're about to get him on these keys right now. Going to take a little small pause for the cause. This is the Blockout Podcast. Hey, if you're loving this sit-down conversation, man, give us a big like right now. Please share it to somebody who needs to see it, because you're getting a lot of, information right here musically as well. So we'll take a little 5-minute break. We'll be right back. Stay there. Eric Tucker live on the keys next. This is live shit right now, exclusive. This is for the members right here. Members only.
Members only account.
Subscribe.
Trip. Got everything we need. The blunts. We're going to Vegas.
No.
Oh no.
State line,
To Prim, my bad. Here we go in the fucking Prim. The
Already,
Buffalo
bro.
Bills, right?
Wait for moves. Supposed to be right here. See. Snap my finger. And now. Míralo. What's up, fool? What's up, dog? You ready or what?
Yo, this shit was bad, like bad.
I told you, I don't care how
But
bad.
just like two like porn star status bitches.
No.
Like doing some freaky shit. They want to lick your ass, dog.
No.
They want to lick your gooch.
The what?
Well, they want to lick your gooch.
What the a gooch?
You never had them lick your gooch before?
What the is a gooch?
Your ass.
Tell you a story. One time, I don't know if it was this one of the casinos. We did a show about 4 years ago. I think I just bought my drone and I fucking
You didn't fly it in
I flew
here.
the drone. I tried to fly it in here, right? This is where I learned. Well,
No.
actually, Moons learned. I started the drone and it went up. And then on my phone it says Addy mode. Now, if you ever flown a drone before, you know what Addy mode is. If you don't know what Addy mode is basically is where the drone takes over on its own and you have no control over it. So it could go this way, it could go that way, wherever. So I'm going, damn, finally I got reception back. So I said, let me bring this back. So I told Moons, I go, grab it, fool, because it wasn't coming down. He was taller. So he grabs it. But when you grab a drone, you got to grab it by its body. Now, he fucking stuck his hand in the propeller.
No.
Cut his fucking finger down. I said, man, first and last time ever. Hey, where am I? Kendrick.
Here, we made it. Sound check, like I said. About to go on stage, do the thing. Waiting for these fools
What about the DJ?
over there gambling. But now it is Latin Legends, Art LeBeau. Shout out to the whole team. Tiger concert. Let's get it, baby.
Yo, G in the game, never lost a step. So put your cups in the sky. Salute to the good life, that's Portal Brown pride. It's like a car show, rolling easy. We're gonna burn such a sun in the California Ave.
All right, baby, showtime. We here live at the Prim Valley Resorts. You know what I'm saying? This is the Buffalo Bills Arena. I probably
The Desert Star Arena.
Yeah, I'll be
Desert
messing
Star
shit
Arena
to
at Buffalo Bills, homie. It's going down. Art LeBeau, Latin Legends.
ready? 3, 2, 1.
Feel the rays, sunshine all over my body, and it feels good. It's so surreal. Me and my girls and homies too chill with the shade. That's how we do.
Let it shine, feel the wind blow. Drop top arm hanging out the window. Got my shades on, it's a summer day. Low riding all original.
Hey, what's up, baby girl? Come kick. Brought my homeboys, bring your girls if you with it. Top down in the sun, how I'm living. Vibe with the shade, over here we stay winning.
That's that positive. Podcast. Ooh, let me turn that down. Mic check 1 2 1 2. We got us up. Play a little something.
I'll get some more headphones.
Let me turn your mic up, Eric.
Eric, can you hear all this? You can't hear the headphones?
Nuh-uh.
Is he plugged in? Oh,
Yeah, he should be.
Like his end.
I'm plugged in.
So that's on your end because you're controlling all that from over there.
I could hear a little bit of keys. It's really low, but I can't hear any vocals.
How about now? Nope.
You can't hear vocals?
Or is it? It's not the volume on the Apollo, is it? Because it's just the overall volume.
Nah, he's controlling the.
Well, I just have the pod up, but you got everything else.
Oh, how's that?
There we go. Now we got
straight. My bad.
Live and direct.
All right, now tell me if I need to turn the music up or are we good?
This is pretty good.
That's good.
Even if the keys can come up a little bit.
Keys, I got you. Go ahead.
Perfect.
Right there.
Sound good. Good.
All right, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Without further ado, those of y'all in the super chat, we're live. I know you guys said we weren't coming back. We just want to make sure we had to set the mood right. You know what I'm saying? We got the rojo lights right now. We had to make it intimate. Our first R&B singer right now, ladies and gentlemen, on the Blockout podcast to bless us with not just vocals, but also the boy plays. He plays. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up right here. My guy, Eric Tucker.
This song's called Everything off of one of my first projects, my first solo project. We've been through it all, girl, I can't even front. I've been going hard to get you everything you want. Everything you go, we've been through. I would give it all just to feel that way again. We've been through it all, baby, I can't even front. I've been going hard to get you everything you want. We done been so far, been together so long. I'll be damned if I do, if I don't. If we can get a little more keys, a little more head, a little mic, a little more mic. Cause I can't really hear it, but we're gonna keep rocking.
The more mic.
The mic is you.
One more time. Yeah, there we go. I can hear it now. Hey, now we got it right. We've been through it all, baby, I can't even front. I've been going hard to get you everything you want. We've been through far, been together so long. I'll be damned if I do, if I don't. I gotta give you everything, everything. And I put that on everything. Everything, I wanna give you everything, everything, and I put that on everything, everything. At times you lost your trust in me. I'll do anything to get it back. I'll fly you out overseas. I know I gotta do more than that. I'll do whatever to make it work. We've been through it too much time. If I lose you, I go berserk. Without you, I might lose my mind. We've been through it all, girl, I can't even front. I've been going hard to get you everything you want. Been too long, been together so long. I'll be damned if I do, if I don't. I gotta give you everything, everything. And I put that on everything, everything. I gotta give you everything, everything. And I put that on everything, everything.
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to put some reverb on your shit, man. I mean, you don't need it, but you know what I'm saying?
We doing a little unplugged version. Hold on, we getting it right though. Yeah. Now I'm starting to hear it though. The keys were like a little delayed in my headphones, but we're good.
You go without the reverb, or you want some reverb? Let me see. I won't even know if I can. Hang on, man.
Dang.
Cause it's going.
Let me hit this like me with a warm up song.
Oh, go ahead, go ahead.
Do
Really
your
like,
thing,
bro. Go do your thing, bro.
And we can like we could test the reverb like this. So if you could throw a little reverb on there, cause like I couldn't hear my vocals, but now I hear the keys. Now we good. I'm hearing them now.
Okay. See, when I do that,
Oh yeah, you can't play the keys. Okay. Oh no, the vocals are back now. The keys and vocals are good now.
Yeah, I don't know about the reverbs. My bad, dog. Or maybe I can.
Each day through my window, I watch her as she passes by. Okay, there we go. I say to myself, you're such a lucky guy to have a girl like her. It's truly a dream come true. Out of all the fellas in the world, she belongs to you. Hey, 'cause it was just my imagination once again.
Come on now.
Running away with me.
Blackout Podcast.
It was just my imagination running away with me.
Eric Tucker, let's go.
Right? So we'll be married and raise a family. A cozy little home out on the country with 2 children, maybe 3. Hey, I tell her I can visualize it all.
Talk to him, dog.
This couldn't be a dream, all too real. It all seems.
Let's go.
Let's go one more time. We say, 'cause it was just my imagination once again, running away with me. It was just my imagination running away with me.
Yo, let me get some of this. Keep it going.
Hey, come on.
Yo,
Get that freestyle. Get that freestyle.
Just chilling, relaxing. Yeah, manifesting. Just my imagination. ODM, I'm the one from the radio station. Yeah, you got to inherit the style when I kick it side by side next to Eric. They call him Tucker, and he's one dope mother. Oh, now let me start while he plays the keys. And I'm the type to make you say, baby, please keep going. And we flowing with the flex, ODM, that's right. Yeah, I'm breaking necks just like this, without a beat, just the piano. Shout outs to all my Asian blacks and Chicanos. They're doing this on the blackout, homie. That's right, I'm about to sock out, homie. I'll pull my, no, homie. I keep, to the court. I'll be doing it.
Let's
go.
Blackout bangers.
Hey, just my imagination running away, running away. It was just my imagination once again, running away with me. It was just my imagination running away with me.
Yo, you gonna make us do some requests up in here. I know everybody got the requests. What you got, homie? My boy over here doing oldies right now, homie.
We in here doing the old school.
Hey, we just vibe. That's what you call a jam session.
This is a jam session, man.
But we doing it live for you on the Blackout Podcast. Shout out to the Blockheads representing Eric Tucker doing his thing.
Come on, I appreciate you, man.
Man, I got more light and I got more mic. Come on,
man. We getting it right. I appreciate you. Oh, yeah.
Where we going next?
We might have to flip that.
Oh, man. Well, you know.
Did y'all flip that already?
No.
That was the original on a Sunday afternoon.
That's why.
Smokey Robinson.
Okay, because Smokey was part. Okay,
Yeah.
I was gonna say that was a Temptations record, Motown joint.
Yep.
Smokey was part of that.
Yep, and we used there was a couple samples in that. Crystal Rule Persuasion, Tommy James and the Shondells.
Wow.
Yeah, Smokey, man, and there's a couple of them in there.
Cause what was it? Smokey on Just My Imagination, or was it Smokey on Just My? Or was it The Temptations, but it was owned by Smokey and probably Barry.
Wait, hold on. I might get my artist wrong, man.
Because you know the Temptations was Just My Imagination. Smokey was
Is that
like
the Rascals?
Cruising.
The Rascals was Just My Imagination. Man, you got to have to look. Somebody look that up. Derek Mallory. Where's Derek Mallory?
I know we need a little encyclopedia.
That's our encyclopedia.
Because you know, okay, Smokey did. Because y'all actually sampled a Smokey song with his vocals. You remember?
No. It was a sample, man. Now you got me thinking, bro.
Because
all these
he
years.
did Cruising. He did, Ooh Baby. Like he did those records. But he also was a writer though, because that makes sense. Because he wrote a lot of songs.
Hey, hold on, Alexa. Who sang "Just My Imagination"? Oh, you right, bro. Temptations.
Okay, so
then which sample? And then we did "Groovin' on a Sunday," but that wasn't smoking either. I'm smoking.
He might have he came for you on another song, you think?
I think it was no, that's Tommy James, man. Damn, I'm tripping, dog.
We got Derek Mallory in here, so hopefully he can find out.
Smokey Robinson wrote that.
Exactly. That's exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which makes sense why he took the publishing.
Yes, because you know, between probably him and Barry, they probably were writing because they started it together. Motown started together, so they were writing everything.
Facts.
He wrote My Girl.
He was like the in-house.
He was the in-house,
writer.
like he was the Neo.
He was the Neo.
He was the Neo, and Barry. He was the baby face.
The baby
and like
face.
L.A. Reid of that era, like yes, G.
Hey, can you sing some Babyface? Can you do some two occasions?
I don't know it on keys. Wait, I know. Do I know some Babyface?
Or just some old school R&B. Some. I don't want to like Keith Sweat, some Jodeci, some
R&B, Candy Rain. Nah.
Some
old school.
Or some John B.
Some John B. Oh man, I don't remember how to play this though. Like, I know his song. Man, I don't want to mess it up on keys.
Okay.
So I know.
Do something you know, man.
But I was like, I know that John B was like, he said, how did that They Don't Know go?
Don't listen to what they say. They don't know about you and me.
Oh yeah. Don't listen to what people say. They don't know about you and me. Get out your mind, cause it's jealousy. They don't know about this here. Oh man, I forgot how to play that, but they don't know about this here. Heard about my past, things I used to do, the games I used to play, them girls who didn't last. I know it's on your mind, you think I'm doing wrong. Can I say what is real? You are the only one. When I look around, what do you think of me? Oh, other jealous ones are claiming me to be. You should know by now that it's gonna take a lot of trust from you for us to make it through. You should know that you're my angel. Nothing's gonna make you fall from heaven. Girl, I just wanna love you, love. Dog, that song is a hit. I forgot how to play it.
What about some Tyrese? Sweet Lady?
Oh, that might be that.
Is that your key? Because I know every singer got their key, man, but I don't.
That's something like, sweet lady, would you be my sweet love for a lifetime? I'll be there when you need me. Just calling, receive me, la da da da.
Eric Tucker.
My sweet lady. Oh, la da da. It goes something like this. It's great.
Go ahead. Do you, bro?
He said, now any other day I would play it cool, but I can't now, cause I want you. See, I heard that affects your style, and I wanna talk for a little while. I never really see your type, but I must admit that I kinda like. So maybe if you have the time, we can talk about you be my sweet lady. Would you be my sweet love for a lifetime? I'll be there when you need me. Just call and receive me at my sweet lady, yeah. La da da da, yeah, yeah. Something like that.
Damn, bro, stop playing, dog.
I'm trying to buzz these freestyles for
Bro,
you.
come on. Hey, IE, hey, we claiming this one.
Hey.
Till the casket drops, boy.
I appreciate y'all, man. I'm just rapping, man. I'm keep rapping for the IE,
Eric
baby.
Tucker, bro. They got the
He
man.
He said R&B is really still alive, man.
Somebody said Stevie Wonder, bro. What's up?
I might only know. Okay, let's see. I think I know
He
this.
said, "Guy, piece of my love."
I might mess it. I don't want to mess it up on the keys, but I'm gonna try it. Come on, some like, oh, so long for this night I pray. Not a star will guide you my way to share with me this special day. Say ribbons in the sky for our love. If allowed, may I touch your hand? And if please, would you understand? But what is, what was always meant is a ribbons in the sky for our love.
Let's go, baby. Something like that. He's all, oh, so.
Hey, something like, I ain't done this in a while. Something like that.
You ever listen to any El DeBarge?
I know. I love El DeBarge, man. Okay, I never.
He
played
really high, like
he's
soprano,
up there,
soprano.
bro. I remember playing in a cover band, and I'd hate this part of the show because they'd always ask me to do I Like It.
Why would you hate that? Oh yeah, because it's so. Just give him half the song then. You know? Yeah.
And so you send chills up my spine every time I take one look at you.
You were on.
They hit me. They would make me sing that every night, man.
Okay, we ain't gonna make you sing that. What about one of your dad's favorite songs? Because he put you on. You mentioned Stylistics. You mentioned some of the other greats.
Marvin Gaye.
Marvin Gaye's a great one.
Hold on, I might have to.
Delphonics, Brand, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but that the soul type shit.
Okay, the soul.
I mean, you were right on with Motown, bro.
Come on, pause. Yeah.
What was the one El DeBarge sang? When I interviewed him in oh my God.
What's the song? I'm gonna try to look it up real quick and I'll find it. Once I find it,
go for it. Take your time, man. What's up, man? Blockout Podcast. Eric Tucker in here. You're not gonna get this from any other podcast. This is live, bro. Other people do pre-recorded. We don't do that.
And we really going free. We free, man, out here.
This is music, man. From hip hop, R&B, you name it. The list goes on. So shout outs to the artists out there, those up and coming. Shout outs to the producers, man. Even the engineers, man.
I'm gonna try to find this song. I know I used to listen to this song. If I hear it real quick, sometimes I could hear it real fast and then I can figure out the chords.
Dang.
I could figure it out. I'm gonna hear it real quick, but I'm gonna keep it low so it doesn't bleed into the. Because I can't play no music over the mic, huh?
We
might get an infringement if I try to.
It's already out.
Yeah.
If it's already out, yeah.
Yeah, if it's already out. Are you trying to play it on there?
No, I'm just trying. If I hear it, I can remember the keys.
Oh, okay. Just turn his mic down. Oh, Benny King?
Benny King.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's your pop song?
I remember hearing this in the car sometimes.
Shout outs to Backstage Media, man. Man, keep dropping them jams. What's up, Tech? He will bring the fire. This fired if you... Wait, hold on. Or he retracted that. Maybe he's going to retype that. We just keep talking over it. We'll be good.
Okay.
What about Music Soul Child? Did you ever grow up listening to him? Or?
Oh, that's probably like when I started.
That's my favorite, like, singer.
One. Okay, I got you.
Don't do it. Don't do music.
I grew up to that shit, dog. Like,
don't do it. Dog.
I was a dancer in high school, so.
Which one?
He hit you with that. Dum, 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 dum.
Oh,
Man, I'm gonna have to sing that one with you. Fuck the whole song up. Sound like Danny and shit on one of my tracks.
Somebody's phone's on.
Tommy.
Somebody.
Is it me? I'm gonna turn.
Or unless you want to do love.
Okay, here we go. On some like. See, I know this might seem strange, but let me know if I'm out of order for step into you this way. See, I've been watching you for a while, and I just gotta let you know I'm really feeling your style. See, I had to know your name and leave you with my number, and I hope that you would call me someday. If you want, you can give me yours too. If you don't, then I ain't mad at you. Girl, we can still be cool, cause I'm not trying to pressure you. Just can't stop thinking about you. You ain't even really gotta be my girlfriend. I just gotta know your name, and maybe sometime we can hook up, hang out, just chill. Damn, I'm surprised that you called, cause the way that you walked away, I thought I won't gon' see you no more, cause you didn't wanna give me your man. I thought that you was digging me.
Say what?
It wasn't digging me. But anyways, what you doing tonight? I'll probably come with my peeps. If it's cool with you, maybe we'll swing by and you can just chill
with us.
Oh, you can just chill with me. Long as you're comfortable and you feel secure when you're with me. I'm not trying to pressure you, just can't stop thinking about you. You ain't even really gotta be my girlfriend. I just gotta know your name, and maybe sometime we can hook up, hang out, just chill. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Damn, you got It's Me Angie V all up in her feelings right now. What's up, Angie
Shouts
V?
out Angie V.
Romy Rome 209, what's cracking, my boy? They said Backstage Media said, this is Tech now. You've worked with my boy Tech before.
I know
said
Tech.
he'll
that's
play
my guy.
some fire if you ask him to play something for his wife. V. How long you been married now, dog? What's up?
Man, shout out to my wife, man. Shout out to Brianne Tucker. She's in here.
Brianne Tucker, man.
She's in here, man.
I remember when you had your boy, right?
So I had Eric Tucker the second.
That's right. Okay, yep.
In 2018. So
Yes.
my little man is 6 now. And I was like, that changed a lot, man, because I felt like all my songs were really about wifey. And now I write songs about the kids, my family, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Or even in kind of like sometimes those songs that you write before you had even had a family, it's almost like it manifested or created a family. Because now I'm like saying things in the songs that actually apply to my real life now.
Talk about it. Closer was the same shit, man. I said little boy, little girl, and that will equal me and you. And look, I got my
you were
boy
saying
and
that
girl.
before?
Same shit.
You
If you envision it, it'll happen, dog.
That's so crazy, man.
What
That's
they
so
say?
crazy. That's real. That's honest, man. Because I was saying, like, in the song I have a song that I was like, it's always been you and me. Got me thinking wedding rings. Hey, now you tripping over little things.
Talk to him.
I remember better days. Used to hold me down, even back when we was friends. When I had nothing, even though we argue, girl, I can't pretend I would have it all just to feel this way again. We've been through it all, baby, I can't even front. I've been going hard to get you everything you want. We came so far, been together so long. Every damn if I do it, if I don't, I'm gonna give you everything, everything, and I put that on everything, everything. That was like, right. That's right before I proposed.
That's just
Yeah.
That was right before I wanted to like that song was written about her. Like I'm going to do everything, arguments, whatever. I'm going to do everything to take care of you and take care of our family when we have one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like talking about stuff like that, talking about wedding rings, and it's like it happens like a little down the road.
That's dope. Did you play that at your wedding?
I sang. I didn't sing that at my wedding. I actually sang.
Man, go on, sing what you were saying at your wedding.
I sang at my wedding, man.
Let's do the whole thing. We want to hear the breakup, makeup songs too, but do the good shit.
I think I was singing something like, I did like a flip, but I did like a different version of my man Bruno Mars. Shout out Bruno Mars. He had a song called Just the Way You Are.
Mm-hmm.
But I just broke it down kind of on some keys, just keys and vocals. On some like her eyes make the stars look like they're not shining. Her hair falls perfectly without her trying. She's so beautiful, and I tell her every day. Oh, I know, I never ask you to change. If perfect's what you're looking for, then just stay the same. If anybody asks me if you look okay, I'll say, when I see your face, there's not a thing that I would change. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. 'Cause you're amazing, just the way you are. Just the way you are.
Damn,
That's how
bro.
the wedding. That's what I just broke it down like that for my wedding.
My guy, you give me goosebumps, G. Like, damn, bro.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you, bro.
I'm gonna have to get married again.
What?
Come
What?
sing, man.
Wait,
Hey, baby, I love you.
Hey, what they do the
Baby, I love you.
the
Hey, I'm about to go home to my girl and
They
shit.
do like the 5-year mark, 10-year mark. They renew the
Yeah.
You have to do the renew the vows
Yeah,
party.
our 10 years next year.
All right, man. Now
We'll
we
DJ
talking.
it. We'll DJ it.
Hey, you're invited, though.
Live on
On some
streaming.
invite shit. On some like, well, he just happens to be here.
He just in the crowd. Hey,
He was just in the crowd.
He was in the invite. I got my wife and kids there too. All of a sudden, I just get to the mic somehow.
Oh shit!
We're gonna stream it to the subscribers
Hey,
only.
why, it's a piano there. Like, hey,
Yeah,
It's all set up.
hey, is this piano just set up?
Yeah.
Hey, I'll go say, hey, you know what? I have some vowels written, but Eric Tucker can say them a little better.
Yeah.
And I just
That part. I might trip over my words and shit. Eric Tucker, man. God, bro, I sit here and listen to you all night, bro. But
Straight up.
I mean, shit. I feel like you just getting warmed up on them. Hey,
What about some like some old Usher?
somebody said Donnell Jones. Some what's on
Ryan Leslie?
Keep throwing names out, man. All the R&B greats. The Neos.
What about
this is one. Oh, speaking of weddings though, this is one of mine that I wrote. This
Okay.
one.
He's on the roll,
I'm gonna
man.
get into this
He
one.
got-
Dude. It's on some like this is a quick chorus and a hook of it. It was like it's kind of like it says I finally found somebody to love, to hold, to know. I finally found somebody to give my heart and soul. I finally found somebody to give my all to. I finally found somebody, and that someone is you. I never needed anyone. I thought I'd make it on my own. Someone to trust is hard to find, and at times I'd rather be alone. I never had a wish for love. I never thought that it existed until you blessed me with your presence. Now I know what I've been missing. Someone that brings meaning to life. Been searching so long, so hard to find. I never knew what it would be like. I finally found the love of my life. Someone that brings meaning to life. Been searching so long, so hard to find. I never knew what it would be like. And I finally found somebody.
Talk to him.
I finally found somebody to love, to know. I finally found somebody to give my all to. I finally found somebody, and that someone is you.
Eric Tucker, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, my boy got keys and bars and chords, and vocals, and we gotta make a track, dog. Man, I got you here, bro. By the way,
Could we work on a track?
can I announce something right now, real quick?
Yes.
All right, so, me and Moon's working on the new Lighter Shade EP, and I sent this song, and I told you about it. I sent this song to my boy. You might have heard of Baby Bash.
Bro, what? Yeah, man, legendary, Baby Bash.
So Bash got on me today, and it's like, yo, man, I'm feeling this track, bro. He goes, I already got a hook to it, but I need a singer. So I said, well, I know a couple singers. I said, male or female? And he said, nah, I'm feeling like a male type, you know? So I was like, man, I got Eric Tucker coming through tonight, dog. So I was like, if it's written, I mean, just send it. So he goes, all right, FaceTime me tonight, man, so I can sing it to him. And then maybe we could reference it. So since I got you here,
That's what we doing.
I mean,
FaceTime Bash.
we got Baby Bash.
Let's go.
Let's
There's Lighter
go.
Shade featuring Baby Bash. And then, I don't know, Eric Tucker could be on the track too. I mean, you know, if all goes well, bro. You know what I'm saying? Those some heavy hitters right here, bro.
Come on, we all here. We already here, baby.
Okay.
And we in the vibe, and I'm already warmed
Yeah.
up.
That's what we're going to do, man.
He the whole album in. No.
We're going to buy.
I'm out tonight.
Shit.
I need to do a membership. We need to do a blockout membership. That way we could
a bruise.
go
Do like
on.
a
Yeah, we
private-
got you, my G.
We knock out the whole album.
Yeah. So look,
private Zoom link.
here's what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna go ahead and just sign off. We want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this man, Eric Tucker. I knew he's an extremely talented fucking individual, man,
Yeah.
and I say that with pride. Thank you for coming by, bro, doing your thing, because this is what I know you're passionate about and you love doing, and
Thank
we
you
love
so
hearing
much,
you.
man. Dog, oh man,
You know what I'm
look,
saying?
before he signed, I gotta shout out you. You was listening to my stuff early. I didn't get to shout when I was like shouting out people before. I didn't get to shout people out, but I gotta shout you out because this is like very important to me, bro. I remember actually like I don't think you remember this, but I remember first time meeting you. Somebody introduced us and my boy, and he was like, "Hey, yo, my boy Eric is singing." I just sang a cappella in front of you, and you was like, "Yo, this you tight, man."
Yeah.
Like I didn't have no music at the time, but you just like, "Yo, bro, you dope. Keep going."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You kept following me. You kept staying with my journey,
You just know.
and you exact man. I
Game
thank
recognize game.
Thank you
I'm
so much,
telling you,
man.
dog.
Thank
Come
you
on,
so much.
IE got talent, bro.
you. IE in the building, man.
Right here, man. Any last words? Anything you want to push your social media? Push any projects you got going on?
It's Eric Tucker. Oh, it's Eric Tucker with a couple underscores after.
Okay.
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 EricTucker. Man, shout out everybody I collab with, man. Cause like in this business, people I collab with are people I actually like, my friends, man. So it's not really name dropping to name drop. It's like these guys are my friends, man. Shout out Hobson, that's my dog. Shout out Nick Nack. Shout out, man, everybody, man. Audio King. These guys are big. Jizzle, Fresh. These people are like in the industry, but they're my friends.
That's right.
And I think the music shows when you work with your friends and people that you like and people that you love and have love for you. And I think that you learn that along the way.
Mm-hmm.
You learn that along the way. It's like a family thing. It's like this music thing to me is like family, and like my real family. Like that's a foundation. You got to build the people around that are really for you and really love you, man. And appreciate you guys giving me a chance to talk, man. And
Amen.
just share my story and my love for music.
For sure, bro. You come back. Well, you ain't going nowhere because we got shit to heaters to make.
Gotta work now. We gotta work.
Shout out to Crystal, Money Moons, Tomas,
Crystal,
Danny
Money Moons,
Boy,
thank you guys,
Squad.
man.
Y'all want to say anything?
Much love, man. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming by, Eric.
Yeah, man.
Good
Right
people,
on.
dog. Good
Appreciate y'all,
vibes.
man.
Yep.
We got work to do now, huh? We get to it.
Track on.
And be sure you guys make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you haven't. It really helps us, and the like as well. Share it to people out there. If you know some artists, producers, and all that stuff, this is your platform. This is the Blockout Podcast. All right, we don't try to. We stay away from that drama shit. You know what I mean? This is where it's at right here. A musical journey, and we want you guys along with us. So follow us on all social media platforms at the Blockout Podcast, and we'll catch you guys next Monday. Peace.
Let's get it, man.